what happens if you hit it? We throw all our fire, and then you say, actually, it's not affected by fire.
What poison do you have, Mira?
It's just poison.
Mm.
I don't know if poison. Yeah. I mean, I'm first in combat order anyway, so
I'm sure
whatever I do,
you have poison on you. Truth be told,
it's from ages ago. I don't know where I got it.
Even get it.
I don't know. I just have it. I might have got it off Dave.
Oh yeah. But
think-
why did you you steal from Dave?
We took everything from Dave. We left him in an alley naked.
Even like few of his fingers.
Yeah.
Well, that was rather rude.
Okay.
We're getting off topic.
Yeah,
We are, right?
Yeah. But out of character. I'm first in the initiative order regardless. So I go, and then you guys can all work out what you're doing once you have the information.
Like, run is definitely an option.
Run is an option.
It might be the only option.
Okay, well, if we do that plan, is Mira going to be the only one engaged with it? Or are we going to have more people close to the slime?
I'd rather not get hurt if necessary.
We should move back so that she's got all the room she needs to run in case she does, but we've got enough room to skedaddle if we have to.
Yeah.
Okay, I'd just like to add on top of that, I've got some rope, which I'm going to tie around Mira, and then stand at the end of the rope, and if it sort of like envelops her, then we can all pull her back out of it quickly.
Yeah,
that's a good
sense.
idea. I also have Step of the Wind, so I can disengage as a bonus action.
Oh, you might not be able to do that if the slime is
if it yeah. I guess we'll find out.
I feel like I'm missing something here, but never mind.
That's okay. Okay, so we'll do
It's
that.
right. I can bring you back to life.
Okay.
I knew I liked you, Solus.
I wonder if we lose points if our party members die.
Oh, we just have to take the loss then.
I'd rather
no. What you do is just before she dies, you kill her, then you get the points for her, but then you bring her back. But never mind.
Evens out.
Yeah, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Okay, so if everyone else moves back, I'll be closer. No, just double check the wording. Yeah, so hit a creature with one of the attacks granted by flurry of blows, you mark them as analysed. Okay, yeah.
Okay, I'll tie my rope around Mira's waist and then stand around about 30 feet away so that I can still see what's happening to her. And I'll ready like a pull. So if I see anything going wrong, I'm just going to yank her straight out.
I'll come in behind you and have an extra pair of hands on there just to give it extra pull.
Okay.
Okay.
One of them's a natural 20, and the other is 7 plus is 14.
Okay. The moment your fist hits it, you pull your hand away and there's like a hissing as some of the skin on your hands burns off. You take 4 points of acid damage. Can you please give me the damage for that hit?
Okay, so the 20 is so that's 6 plus where is it? Plus 4, so it's 10. Plus 4, so that's 14 damage. And then 7 damage. And then extract aspects.
So the first hit was 14 damage. The second hit was 7 damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 21 damage total.
Awesome.
Extract aspects.
What's the extract essence just works? There's no save.
No, it's you strike pressure points to exact crucial information, granting you insight about the combat ability. Mark them as analyzed. Whenever if they miss me with an attack, I can use a reaction to hit them. I learn their vulnerabilities, resistances, immunities. Yep.
It's immune to acid, cold, lightning, and slashing. It is immune to being blind, charmed, deafened, exhausted, frightened, prone. And if you cut it or shock it, something bad will happen.
Okay.
Are you using up any of your bonus actions or anything else?
Hang on, I'm just trying to write that down. So what damage is it immune to? Slashing,
Acid,
and
cold,
cold,
lightning, slashing.
Okay. So I will hang on, I'll just get my key points, and I will use a key point to step of the wind, so I'll disengage and move right back. And
Okay.
when I get to everyone else, I'll say it's immune to all of these. Fire might work. Fire will probably work.
Solus, you're up. Oh, is Solus
so
with
we're
us?
attacking this
Yeah.
thing. So we're attacking this thing. Toll the dead on it.
Wisdom
Toll
save.
the dead.
What?
Wisdom saving throw.
Does it need to be able to
DC
understand?
15. No.
Oh. Yep. No. It makes that save.
Okay. Nothing happens.
It moves towards you guys. It is able to get engaged with Mira. It uses its action to move quickly. It kind of just drops off the ceiling, and then these slime-like arms just boop, 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 and it just kind of slimes its way right up to her. Saphira, you're up. Actually, it gets up to her. So this is all happening at the same time. She starts sprinting away, and it drops off the ceiling and runs at her. And you sort of reel in the rope as she comes running towards you, and it comes right up behind her. And I'm assuming that you're going to guess that it's going to get her, and then you can pull her away. So, Mira, you are now no longer engaged with it. You are just close to it. Saphira, you can have your turn now.
Okay. I'll assume that Mira is close to the group now, so I'll drop my rope, ready my short bow, and on the end of the arrow, am I able to attach using a small bit of string and oil flask?
We'll take an action.
Okay. Well, I'll get my weapon ready. So I'll get my bow out and attach a oil flask to the end of one of my arrows.
So you will be able to just throw the oil flask at it from this distance.
I can just throw it at it? All right.
Yeah.
In that case, I'm just going to panic, throw my oil flask directly at the giant black blob.
Okay. Orla, you watch as so it is now close to everybody. Saphira, are you moving away to move away and open that gap between you and it?
Yeah, I can throw it up to 20 feet, shattering on impact. So I'll stand 20 feet away from it and then throw my flask.
Yep, and then it would, if you like, you can then run away again, because at this stage it's close enough to get to you.
Right. Okay. In that case, yes, I'll use another action to just
It's just your move. It's just your move. Yeah.
I'll move away from it.
Baller, you're up.
I guess I guess I'm gonna punch it.
Okay.
It's covered in oil.
Yeah, I don't have a. Oh, actually, I suppose I'll light a torch and throw it at it. Is that one action or two?
That's just one, because the torches are like giant matches that you set on fire.
Right.
And
okay.
so they burn bright. Yep. So you
it's
can just strike it.
Straight dexterity
Yep.
check. 17.
Okay. How much damage does the oil do when it's burning?
The oil does 5 fire damage from the burning oil.
Awesome. Okay.
Burns for 2 turns.
I'm going to give you that damage instantly, straight away, because Baller has thrown a torch at it. So I'm going to give you that 5 damage from the torch, essentially giving you that fire damage.
Right.
Are you going to move away from this thing? Are you going to stay close?
I guess I'll move away, but I'll still be in the front.
Okay. Lanthorn, you're up.
I will move to the back, pull out my short bow. I will insightful fighting on it first.
20.
Oh, I don't know
Oh,
how
18,
slime
18.
fights. 18? Oh, no, I don't. I think I only got 17. Oh, damn, I only got 17. Then I'll just make an attack roll with my bow.
Okay.
And that's a natural one, so no, I don't hit.
Lanthorn is panicking.
He's like,
is it your
I
turn?
don't know how it fights.
Askus, you're up.
Okay, how far away is it from me?
It is close.
Okay, within 20 feet.
It is within 20 feet.
Okay, I am going to see if I can bind the back of it, or at least up to 20 feet of it, back of it to the ground, please. So it needs to make a strength save.
Awesome. Okay, thank you. Is that your turn?
Okay, I then run back 30 feet.
Okay. Mira, you're up.
So, yeah, fuck it. I'll so because it's close, so I will engage and punch it a bunch of times.
Okay. Your hits have a -1 to hit, just so you know.
Okay, so that would make it a +6 instead of a +7.
Yep.
I got another natural 20.
That will still count as a 20.
I'm not even joking. You believe me?
Good dice.
No, this is a different dice because the other one
Oh,
hated me. So okay, so that's a natural 20 and a 17 plus 6, so it's a 23. So that is so hang on, 6 plus 4, so 10. So that's 15 and 5, so 20 damage. And then I'll flurry of blows. Get my key point.
Okay, so so that's 2 hits.
Yeah.
And they're 4 points of acid damage each.
Okay, so 8 damage on those first 2, and then flurry of blows.
And how much damage with the first 2? Sorry.
20 damage total for both
Awesome,
of those.
thank you.
And then flurry of blows. Only one of those hits because that was a 2. So that's a 23 again.
No, what's your 2 to hit?
Oh, so I got a 17 plus 6 and a 2 plus 6.
Okay, so that
So
hits.
Sorry, a 6.
Yes. So it's an 8 to hit, and it has an AC of 7. Yes, and you have an AC of 7. So you've got another. So to
another
both of your
damage
fists.
to me.
Yeah. Yep, and you lose another +1 to hit on each fist.
Another. Okay.
Yeah. So the skin on your hands have now burnt down to the last layer of flesh.
Lovely. Okay.
Yum.
So hang on. So that's where am I? plus 4. So that's 9 damage and 7 damage, so 16 for those 2 hits. And then I will Step of the Wind to disengage and move back 40 feet.
Okay. Solus, you're up.
Toll the dead. Make a wisdom saving throw.
0.
Getting a bit-
A 0.
Okay.
I got a 0.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
It takes 16 points and 14.
16. Whew.
And then I'll move back a bit.
This thing starts to squeal, and then it's burning away. The Toll the Dead, you see it just like bubbling and popping as it sort of just degrades as it's going, and it moves up. So, Baller, sorry, you moved to a faraway distance, or you're still right there in front of it?
I'm still in front of it.
Okay, so it's going to attack you.
Okay.
Does a 10 hit?
No.
Okay. Yep. Saphira, you're up.
Okay. I'm still within close, or am I far? from
You
him at this point?
You are far. Yep. Because it's not
Okay.
moving any further forward. Wall is standing there taking it.
I see an opportunity. I'm look inside the slime to try and see anything solid, and I'll fire a short bow arrow at anything solid I can see inside it.
Okay.
11 plus 5, so 16 to hit.
16 to hit. That hits.
Does this guy count as being engaged at the moment?
It sure does.
Okay, I'll do a sneak attack then. 3 plus 1 plus an addition. 3 would be 7 piercing damage.
So this thing rears up at Baller and starts to. It's just like slimy fist things just starts like flipping out at him. And Baller sort of moves to the side, manages to dodge, and your arrow comes in and just dissolves inside it. But the thing squeals, and you'll hear sort of a thudding noise, and the thing sort of shudders, and the last bit of the fire burns away and crickles and crackles, and it sort of just slows to a stop and is like a big gross puddle on the ground. And you hear it. Lanthorn, you hear another ding, and you get another 1,100 points for this thing.
Nice.
Right. Wow. That's your
So this thing is CR4, which means that it is counted as uncommon category for CR.
Ooh.
No. So we do
We get some
some
samples.
quick bit of harvesting.
Definitely. I'll help
How
you.
much could we realistically attempt to get off this?
It is all about the same stuff. So for every character that has a kit that has a vial in it, you can make a harvesting roll for it. So if you have a herbalism kit, a poisonous kit, or an alchemist kit, something that has a vial that you're allowed to use, you can make a check for that.
Oh, I've got 2 sets then.
Perhaps that's 2 checks you can make so far.
Yep.
So
So
I've got at least skill as well. So I'll do some rolling. But do we have to roll together these, or is it just we
Yep.
get them?
It'll be
can I
trying
help?
to get it up, without burning yourself, without messing it up.
Okay. Can I help
So
him?
is that the DC? What's the difficulty?
DC
on that?
15.
DC 15. Okay.
Okay. What's this thing actually called so I can write it down?
You can just call it like a black ooze or a black slime or a black whatever you want to call it.
Can I help with with Solus doing his checks, or do we all do our own checks?
It'll be giving him advantage. So it'll be the help action.
Yep. I'll do the help action with that.
So the first one, I get a total of 31 for gathering it. I rolled a natural 20. 2, done 3, 4. How many vials do we have?
So I've got two. I've got the
Yeah.
herbalism and the alchemist thing, so I've got 2 sets of vials.
Yeah, so I had 2 sets of vials as well.
Anyone else have any vials?
I don't have any.
Mira, you don't have any poison vials? Okay, that must be just 4.
Give me a
I
DC 20 because you guys did hear something solid getting hit. If you can give me a DC 20, then
Okay.
you'll find something at the core of this thing.
I'll
Before it
help.
melts away.
I'll help Solus.
Fantastic.
What'd you get?
So that was a total. Ended up being a total of 29.
Nice. Cutting out a wee bit, but I heard him say that he got a natural 20 on that last one as well.
Wow.
Inside it, you find a like a tiny little slime, and it is still like alive. The arrowhead inside it sort of is like melted away, but it is solid and tiny, and makes little angry noises at you. And you kind of just drop it into the vial, and it's you can hear it sort of just chittering away inside there. If you decide to use it as an ingredient, then it still counts as an uncommon.
Okay.
I'm just
How many
picturing,
uncommons?
in Spirited Away, how there's the little black slug. That's all I'm picturing.
Yeah.
How many-
To get a bonus from uncommon, you need 8.
Okay. So we're halfway there. Well, just over.
Yeah.
You continue through this place. You are feeling a wee bit closer to Solus. You can see that the sun is heading down at this stage. And as you come into the building, you find a room that has a massive stone door with chains across it, and inside you can hear noises, you can hear sounds, and they kind of sound almost mournful. And there are symbols of power around the door, and Atticus, you recognize these symbols as symbols of drawing power. So it's kind of like sucking power out of something. You can also feel, so earlier on when you communed with the earth, you had a sense of something, of some sort of response. And as you guys walk into the room and you watch Atticus walk to the door, feeling that sort of sense of something's in there, Atticus, you get a really strong sense of desperation, of loneliness, of starvation, and a little tinge of madness.
Right. I'd like to sort of see if I can. I'm just wondering whether this might be the elemental that I tried to contact earlier being held against its will. I'm just wondering whether I could perhaps try and tune in to see whether that is the case.
You make a nature or a A nature or a religion check for me.
Okay, nature check. 7.
As you try to commune with it, the sense of sort of desperation, of disconnection from a sense of home, and a sense of just hunger, just so hungry. It sort of hits you, and you kind of feel hungry. Sort of that sympathetic sort of thing going on. Whatever is in there is starving and is desperate to go home, whatever that means.
Can I look at these? I could use my comprehend languages if need be to look at these symbols to see if it's got any more about who it's taking the power from.
Yep.
You know how it's so. You know, I might be able to do an arcana check for that, or perhaps if that doesn't work, comprehend languages.
If you use comprehend languages and then give me an arcana check on the symbols, because you'll be able to understand them, but knowing what they're for.
Yeah, I'll help with the arcana if I can.
Okay.
I'll guide you.
Okay, guides. Thank you. That'd be cool. 17 all told for the arcana check.
The power it's drawing is elemental power. It's drawing. It is drawing from whatever is in there. It is drawing the elemental earth from this thing to power whatever else is going on.
Okay.
Or whatever happened in this place.
Yeah. Okay. The first thing I'm going to say is we need to open this door and free whatever is inside. However, we need to be very, very careful. This thing is starving, and it may well attack us out of desperation. This room is drawing out the power from this creature. It's the elemental of this place, and it's not natural. It's not good. It's really bad. We've got to save this creature.
I'm with you.
Do the chains holding the door shut, do they have locks on them, or is it just a chain?
They are locked in the center. Yeah, there's a big lock in the center of it.
Okay. I did have my thieves' tools on hand, so I could attempt to open the lock using them.
Just before we open this, is there some healing I could get from someone? Because my hands are burned to shit.
Oh, okay. What would that require? I'll do a medicine check initially, just to see if I need to use like a restoration or just if a healing would work.
Yep, can be a medicine check.
So I got
I can help with that.
well, okay.
Yeah, I'll just hold out my hands.
I rolled a
Fix it.
15 or 15, so 22 for medicine.
Yeah, a potion will bring the flesh back, but her hands are kind of numb from what's happened, so it's going to need more magical healing for it to heal it properly, and it needs to happen relatively soon, or the damage will be permanent.
I'm just wondering, because I can do lesser restoration. It's not one of the specific things that it says it covers, but it's.
Yes.
I mean, it's a second level spell, so like I feel like
it'll restore her to hit, and it will close off all of the nerve endings and everything like that, and it'll start like a supernatural healing process. So it won't give you health back, but you'll get all your to hit back, and you won't take any. You won't need to worry about any permanent damage being done to your fists.
I'll cast lesser restoration to do that for you. And then
Awesome, thank you.
I will shove a potion down your throat too.
like shove, like
It's just like I hail with this drink. Ugh.
I rolled a 5, so it's 9 points of healing.
9. Okay. Oh, thank you. I give Solus a hug because my fists are my life. So I'm just like, thank you.
Yeah, weapon damage on a monk is pretty rough.
Yeah, you don't know what this means.
Yeah.
let's try that door.
Yeah, do we want to open the door?
Well, we
Like,
have to.
I don't think we have a choice.
Yeah, like I know that we need to, but do we want to?
We should take precautions in terms of being
Yeah.
perched to the side. So if something comes rushing out, we're not going to get hit.
That's kind of what I mean, of
Yeah.
just being out of the way.
I mean, I can do a binding to it if need be to hold it in place if it works. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a strength saving throw, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an earth elemental. It's a super powerful earth elemental. I think it's strength saving.
It might. It could well be quite weakened. From the sound of it, it's probably quite weakened.
That's a good point.
So
Use my thieves' tools to open up the lock on the door.
Okay. Can everyone give me their initiative counts, please?
Oh, yes.
17.
21.
Okay, so
14.
Paula, 17.
5 for Edgus.
So 18.
Lanthorn,
14.
14 for Saphira as well.
You can go first.
All right.
Mira, sorry, what was yours?
21. It's these 2 dice this week that have been nice to me. They were my first dice as well, so that's quite nice.
Okay. Let me know how close you are to this door. So, Saphira, you're essentially. Who's helping Saphira with the door?
Lampton will help because he's got thieves' tools as well.
Okay, so you are essentially engaged with the door, so to speak.
Yeah.
I'll be relatively close because I'll cast guidance on to help with the lock picking.
Oh yeah, so I'm going to call you engaged as well.
Yeah. Does it look like the doors open inwards or outwards?
You are not sure.
So it might pay to be back in case they do open outward with a big whack, so you don't get hit by the doors. So definitely to the side.
Saphira, so you're going to be off to the side a wee bit, okay?
Yeah, off to the side, but not close to the doors if they come whamming out.
I'll be behind them, but not like directly up against the door.
Okay. Mira?
Slightly further away, so I might call it 40. Yeah, I'll be 40 feet away.
Okay. So essentially, Solus,
really
Saphira, and
moving.
Lanthorn are engaged. Atticus and Balla are close. And Mira, you are far, but close enough to get in because you're a monk. Close enough to get in quickly. Okay, give me the check for the door.
With thieves' tools. So it's my proficiency bonus. Okay. I rolled a natural 1.
Okay.
You get advantage because I'm helping.
Advantage.
Oh,
So
okay.
you get to roll 2 dice. Yeah.
And guidance.
D4 as well.
What does guidance do? Is that an additional D6?
D4.
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 10 plus a 4 plus a 2 would be 16 total.
Awesome. Okay. So with that, we're going to have a quick break, and because I need to pee now. So 5 minutes, and then we'll start back up again.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, I'll go to the toilet as well.
All right. Sweet.
Okay.
Right. So it's happening, having a 5-minute break.
Yes, we are.
Maybe.
So that we can have a game tomorrow night. Very cool. Up to go and be safe. Good night.
Sorry about that. Did he get the door unlocked?
Oh yes, the door is unlocked. Yeah.
Sweet.
It's just now seeing what sort of happens.
Yes.
I will do a little screen share. Found a cool picture.
Cool.
Which I think represents what this thing looks like. I use ArtStation, and because there's some absolutely fantastic artists on there.
Right.
And so what I'll do is I will just put in some keywords and find sort of images, or I'll just go to the community page to find random pictures and stuff to do as sort of inspiration. I don't know if you've seen some of the posts I've done on Facebook where I've done like and I try to credit the artists and stuff, but I'll show you one that I've like. I'll show you what I've got. There you go. Can you see on the screen share?
Oh yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so they've got some really cool artists. So that's the actual.
Hey.
Yeah, amazing artists, right? I mean, look at that one.
Yeah.
That's real cool.
Yeah. Woo.
Just the sort of inspiration you can get from from some of this artwork that these guys make.
It's a bit like the Daughters of Sorakel or something.
Yeah. You get lots of beasts and stuff. So the beast that I sort of showed you, you could sort of be.
Nice.
It's like alternative, yeah. I've got a collection. So
oh wow.
images that I've liked, things like that. So this one,
Yeah.
you can make the different collections. So these are all the beasts that I've seen images of that I thought I really liked.
Jeez.
You just add them on. That's beasts. So it's all the sort of fun inspiration that you can sort of go with.
Yeah. Jeez, yeah. Wow.
It blows my mind that people can make such great art. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. It is. It's amazing. Their imaginations are just and they're able to just do it.
Make their imagination look like something.
Yeah.
That's just cool.
Yeah.
And I think some of these ones are really it could be a real creature.
Right.
Obviously, some of the more fantastical ones, but
yeah,
it's cool. An owl with an
yeah. Wow. Jeez.
Anyway.
Yeah, that's cool. Oh, I've taken that down. Art station, you said.
Art station, yeah. What I can do, go to the home page. And I'll pop it in the chat. There you go.
Cool.
So someone's connection popping on and popping off again.
I think it's Jacob's.
Could be mine. I don't know. I've got a pretty bad connection this week.
Oh, I'm so. Oh.
Oh, I can hear someone's watching something. I think that's Zoe.
You think it's me?
Or maybe it's not.
No, I am watching a thing. Hang on. It's a Pomeranian doing a dog agility course, and it's the cutest thing I've ever seen. So I was talking to my sister, and I sent her this picture of this. It's like a dog D&D character set. So it's like a German Shepherd fighter, and like all that stuff. And one of them was a Pomeranian monk, and we decided that a Pomeranian monk is called a punk. And then I see a Pomeranian doing an agility course, and I'm like, oh yeah. It's a monk.
This is actually viable.
This could actually work.
Have we got everybody back?
I'm back.
I think so.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, cool. Yeah, I just had to restart the Discord. Crashed on me.
Okay, so
Was it me then?
the lock in the center comes loose, and the chains coming up through the base of this lock kind of start to come away. It takes you probably about 14 minutes to get this thing undone.
Can I just ask, while he's doing that, I want to commune, if I can, as much as possible with, if I can sort of tap into the elemental like I was doing earlier. Saying, I greet thee and humbly in your area. We're wanting to actually help you. Whether this is in Herda, but whether I don't have the primordia, maybe Solus could actually translate what I'm saying, maybe, so that we can sort of try and calm it down, maybe.
Okay. Give me a persuasion check.
I've got a 13.
13. Okay.
Translating into primordial with whatever you're
Yep.
saying, if you want.
Yep, I'll translate from here to what I was saying. Yeah, basically saying, that we are here to help it. Basically greeting it humbly. That we enter. I asked when we first came into your area to enter your area, and we are here to help. And I realise that you are in a bad state, and we are here to rescue it.
Okay. So, it starts to calm down, and just as Sephiroth gets close to finishing this lock off, it requests the food that you're carrying.
All the food that we're carrying?
No, so it's asking for that gemstone that your party found earlier.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'd say we give it to it.
I can vote for it too.
Yeah, we'll just give it.
Like the ores and stuff that we dug up.
Yep.
No,
No,
the one that's
that one's
rare.
The Jacinth, that's 5,000 gold, and it counts as 2 very rare crafting things.
The thing is, if we give that to this elemental and we save it, it could potentially owe us a big favour.
Or out of game, we could kill it, get a whole bunch of points.
I would not let you do that.
But if we
You wouldn't
do it-
really have a choice if we decided to do that.
I love some PvP, guys. I got nothing against it. Let's go.
I would do my utmost to try and stop you.
But the problem is, if we get the tablet, we can get out before the angry noble gets to us, because then they're probably going to try kill us for the tablet.
We can get the help of the elemental to get the tablet.
Yeah.
All right, let's
I
just see what it wants first.
Yeah, I want the tablet more than I want this gem.
We can ask the help of the elemental to get us the tablet.
Let's try not to antagonize the noble who might be useful.
Nah, he's a noble. They're just products of incest. They know nothing. Lanthron says he hates nobility.
And as Lanthron says that, Saphira, who's been focusing really hard, clicks that last little moment. The bottom chains drop off, and the door slides up towards the ceiling, and the room is completely dark. This thing is standing in the center of the room. It's quite big. It's probably a little bit bigger than Solus. I'm going to screen share. Where is it? It is multi-armed. It is. It's not even letting me do it.
Can you just send a picture of it to the group chat? If I can't access the screen share.
Oh yes, I can do that. And let's see if it'll work. Oops. Yeah, there we go.
Whoa! I like it so
Jesus.
much more now.
Oh yeah.
I'm just like, oh yeah, that's a cutie.
Who's so it's a bit bigger than Solar, so it's about
It's big.
6 to 7 foot. Yeah.
Um,
And who is holding the jacinth?
I would have been because I
Yep.
keep everything.
Could you please just roll
I'll-
it through
So
to?
it's going to walk straight up to you, and it's standing right in front of you.
Okay, so who was translating? Was it Solus?
Solaces.
Is it responding to me talking in primordial?
Yeah, so it's basically you've got the hint that it wants that stone. It knows about the stone. It can smell it basically in its own sort of way, and it walks straight up to Mira. At this
Give it the
stage,
stone.
with that persuasion check, it is expecting the stone.
Okay.
Give it the stone.
I'll hold my hand up and I'll ask Solus to translate, asking if it will help us in exchange.
I just translate.
Yeah, it is. It basically just tells you to give it the stone. It gets really agitated at this stage.
Yeah. We
Atticus,
can talk to it after.
Okay, so I'll just look at everyone very quickly and just
Give
all right
it
then,
a-
and just hand it the
Lantern
stone.
goes, team leader, it's okay.
and it just it reaches out, it takes the stone, it just eats it, and then Atticus, you can just see the sense of just like a absolute relief, and this thing makes to step out of the room because you're all standing in front of the doorway, and it tries to step past you out of the room.
Get out the way.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then it drops. Yeah.
Oh, I was going to ask Solus to repeat the question of if it will help us. Please.
It then
Asking nicely.
drops through the floor and disappears through the floor.
Okay. I'll ask Solus to translate, but I will kneel down to the floor and speaking in Hirda, saying, I hope you are well, hope you are feeling better. It was our pleasure to help you. Are you able to help us in return? So I say that in Hirda, but I also say it in common, so Solus can translate. And I'm putting my hands on the floor and concentrating to try and send it through the floor as well.
Maybe warn it about the other groups.
Yeah. Be aware of the other groups. Yeah, absolutely. They are trying to kill anything that they see.
Why beat the dungeon when you can become part of the dungeon monsters?
You can feel it. You can feel it leaving your sort of sense of awareness. And as far as you can tell, it is feeling much better after eating that stone of yours, and it is off looking for more food. Okay. It is the end of the day at this stage, and Lantern, you poke your nose into the room, and you recognize instantly that this is a safe space, that there are locks on the inside that are the same as the outside, that this thing didn't have the ability to unlock, but you guys would be able to unlock it from the inside if it was even locked. From your innate investigation perception, you can tell that this room is going to be a good spot to stay the night.
Let's lock up, team. Have a nap.
Or
and
hear me out. We could not like sleep in there. Use ourselves as bait. See what else comes out and kill it.
Mate, we're pretty fucked up though, aren't we? Like, Solus, how much more Maggi juice you got?
I would say I'm still got just over half.
Oh, okay, that's not too bad actually.
Yeah. I mean, it's
there any-
some rest would be good.
Yeah, is there
Because we've
anything
still got
in the
2 more
room?
days, haven't we?
Yeah,
We
we've
can
still got 2
explore
more
the room
days.
before we lock it. Yeah, we can
Yeah.
explore the room
We
before we
could
lock
just.
it.
I mean, this is a safe location. We could set up camp inside it, but like just leave the door open and like set watches and kill anything that comes up. Just a thought.
And if we see another party, we'll just lock the door.
Yeah,
No,
but
just kill them.
they could potentially unlock it.
Yeah, but they might not.
Yeah, but if we lock it from the inside, they won't be able to unlock it from the outside, will they?
Well, no, because we unlocked it from the outside.
Yes, that's right. But if we lock it from the inside, that'll be sweet.
No, but it was locked from the inside to begin with. That's why.
No, it was
Oh,
chains locked.
It was
wasn't
chained.
It?
It was chained.
It was locked from the outside.
It was. It's the great thing about Lantern's straight up investigation, like passive investigation, is that he just passes checks straight away.
Oh, yeah.
Without having to. The lock mechanism works from the inside and the outside.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I thought.
So other parties could use it, but monsters couldn't.
Other unintelligent creatures would not be able to unlock the door.
Okay. Can Lantern investigate the room?
One very important question, though, Jason. During this last quarter of the day, have we been able to search for herbs?
Sorry, I missed that last part of your question.
Have we been able to search for herbs at all for this part of the day?
Yes.
So a roll for searching for them.
Yeah, I'll help you.
26.
Awesome. Give me a moment. I'll just find that text. Okay. You want to give me a 2d6?
Okay, that is a 10.
Can you give me a... Yep, so give me the d4.
Oh, 4.
So you find 8 luminous cap dust. Some of the mushrooms, some of the glowing mushrooms that you find as you go through have spores coming off them that are sort of glowing themselves.
Cool.
They kind of look like embers, like just tiny little burning ember. And you also know that some herbalists are able to actually cultivate these things.
Okay.
Okay, so are you guys going to have a rest at this stage, or are you going to delve further in, or?
We'll take a rest.
Am I allowed to investigate the room, Jason?
Yes.
Main, I assume someone's going to help me and guide
I'll
me.
help because I want to see if the tablet's in here.
Sure, I'll guide you.
Yeah.
Why not?
Oh, not great. Oh, no, not bad. 19.
19.
Isn't that worse than your passive?
It is worse than my passive, yeah. But I think sometimes you have to roll, don't you? I always assume it's like that.
Yeah, because we're
It's the difference between passive and active searching.
Yeah, you're actually turning things over and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
The investigation for looking at the lock is just like he just bends down and looks at it. And he's just like, "Oh yeah, this is how it works." That would have been eaten. 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 Eaten. find a pair of engraved bone dice that are worth about 25 gold pieces. Eaten. You find
tell us everything that was eaten. You just really
all the shit that we missed out on.
It's kind of dicky, man.
To be fair, it was probably in the beast's stomach. All we had to do was kill it. We probably would have got it.
Oh, me as a player would have wanted to kill it, but as a character, I couldn't justify a reason why.
Yeah. Sometimes it's like that.
You find another clay bottle. It's a potion, and that's it.
Can I tell from the outside of the bottle what potion it is?
I'll need I'll need an alchemist check.
Alchemist.
Yeah, if you're proficient with an
alchemist
alchemy kit. Yeah, if you're proficient with that kit, then I'll need
I can help Solus if you like.
I could do that, yeah.
Well, because I've got the alchemist supplies.
You need to be proficient with it.
Yeah, so am
how
I.
do you know?
Yeah, I am as well.
Okay.
So I can help Solus.
Yep.
What would that be based on my wisdom?
Yeah.
Oh, natural 20.
It's an oil of slipperiness.
Another one.
Let's get slippery.
One of those.
Bead. I'm not even looking at the screen and I know it's you.
Strong burp makes strong man.
Yeah, because oil of slipperiness, if you use it on the ground, it makes the ground slippery. But if you apply it to a person, it gives them freedom of movement.
I think that means
right?
you can like go through people's spaces and stuff.
Yeah, no. Like there are two ways you can use it.
It
Right,
just
who's
sounds
taking
like
watch?
a real fancy name for lube.
Who's taking watch?
I'll take the first watch.
I'm going to be on second watch.
Sort of find a nice shadowy area.
I'll take one watch because my perception's so good anyway. So me and Sola should be on separate ones.
I'll take a third watch.
I'll help with middle watch.
Well, I'm on middle watch.
Watch if need be.
I can't help on first watch.
All right. Yeah. Lentham and Saphira go on the first watch. I'll just find like a nice shadowy corner and just sort of hide there for a while.
Yeah. Just chilling. We're playing with the dice we found.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so someone's talking about you're cutting out.
All right.
Whoa.
I need perception checks, please.
I hate it when you don't let me use my passive, man. Oh, are you kidding me? That's a 12. I got a 3, but I get to +9.
19 for Saphira.
Oh, thank God.
Okay, so Mira, what was your check?
Yeah. 15.
You are woken up. You are set to the door, listening away, and as you are sitting there listening, and everyone else is sort of asleep behind you, You hear down the corridor kind of a conversation going on, and it is like a high-pitched, almost like when dogs do that thing where they kind of talk.
Like a husky?
It's just like, but it sounds more like words than what a dog can do. Kind of just like this yipping sort of talking, and it's getting closer as you are sitting watching, on watch.
Have the door like mostly closed, ready to shut it and lock it if I need to, but like hiding the people inside.
Yep. So the door is, you've just sort of pulled it down so that it's kind of just
and so then I'm
lower height.
Like just like half an inch so I can sort of look out.
Okay.
And listen.
As you're coming through, the voices get closer, and you notice that it's kind of stop start, and how it sounds as they get closer. And around the corner, a little head sort of pops, and it's in the dark. It looks kind of dog like, almost like a German Shepherd sort of style head, shaped head. Has a look, and then it sort of disappears again, and you hear some almost angry yipping and growling at this once that head sort of pops away. And they go much quieter after that.
Okay, I'll just start nudging people awake. Like, it's like dog people. They seem upset. No, it's me.
Oh, sorry.
It's like dog people, and they seem upset. That I'm not sure, but one of them looked in here in that outside room, and then that made them upset. So
Lamphrin will go. He won't open any doors or anything, but he'll go up to like the door and do a big sniff.
Smells like a mix between dog and kind of like Dagon.
Dagon. Oh, okay.
Oh,
like Dragon.
So it doesn't smell weird. It smells like pure fusion,
it's
sort of.
It's not a mutant. No.
Yeah, they're not mutants. More similar to Dragonborn.
Oh,
Sort of
wouldn't be gnolls, would they?
Didn't they have problems with gnolls in this area the first time?
Everyone make a nature check.
Nah.
Hey, so nah.
14.
Natural one.
5.
I've just shared in the chat. You're pretty sure they're kobolds.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, kobolds.
They're so cute and creepy. Did I get a sense of how many there were? Like, is it like a scout party, like something like that?
You only saw the one. You could hear them yipping and talking to each other.
Probably another band.
A whole bunch of them, at least.
Probably another
You're not sure
party.
exactly.
I'll be back in a minute.
Okay, just quickly, because I was doing the third watch, does that mean that I got a full rest before I did my watch?
How many watches did you guys do?
3.
Everyone just did the 3 watches?
Yeah.
No, not at this stage. It's just at the very start of your watch. So it's going to be, yeah.
We're gonna have to
Oh
sleep
no,
in.
you would have, because you would have, because you only need short amount of time.
So
Fucking elves.
Right, well, Saphira will jump up and stealthily walk up to the door and poke her head out. I'm just trying to ascertain how many there are there, and if I can sort of the entrance to the room. Is there any space that I could hide and watch them come in?
So if you imagine your room is, I'm going to draw an arrow showing which way that you've come from, and an arrow to where Mira has seen them. So the cross is where Mira saw one of them stick its head out.
Okay.
And you guys are in that room.
All right.
So the corner is far away.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Well, it doesn't look like a lot of places to hide around there. They're gonna see us very soon.
So it is dark light. It's dark in there, which means that and you can, if it is dim light, then you are lightly concealed and you can try to hide. So you can try to hide in dim light.
Going out there is dangerous, but so is staying in here. If they've got some kind of bomb or explosive, we'll be trapped.
I assume we just step to the back of the room, get them to come to the door, and then when our big turtle man comes back, we just boom bag them.
Just fight them all?
I assume we just chokehold them, then fireball.
Yeah, we just put them in a choke point.
Yeah, and then just.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll stealth, but I'll stealth at the sort of back of the room with my short bow out.
Anyone else doing?
Yeah, I go to the back of the room and sort of face the door with my short bow out.
I'll stealth by the door.
Yeah, I'll go back to the back of the room a bit too. I'll be within 20 feet of the door.
Yeah, I'll stealth by the door. Hang on, maybe. Ow! Don't sit down.
Okay, I need initiatives.
7.
Oh my fucking god.
4.
Good.
Yep. 18 for Saphira.
18 plus 4. 23 for Mira.
What's happening? What did I miss?
Initiative.
We've seen kobolds, they're searching, so we're all going, we've shut our door, and we're going to the end of our room to see if
Is the door
they come
shut?
in.
No,
is the door shut? Or slightly? Okay.
It's ajar.
Yeah.
Paula, what was your check?
No, it's door.
My stealth roll.
Your initiative.
It was 12.
Lantern, what was yours? Sorry.
It was 5.
Me.
Who am I missing? Atticus.
4.
I
don't like the sound of that.
I assume it means they're just as bad as us.
Oh, yeah, he usually laughs when it's just all horrendous.
We're all just big fucking disappointments.
Yeah, so, we can't even play D&D properly.
It sounds like I got a 23.
Can't play D&D properly at all.
You're a monk. You're meant to get high. Says the rogue with plus.
Yeah, it says the rogue with 5.
Yeah, it is good.
For Solus.
Yeah.
Mira, Saphira and Lanthrin are hiding at the back of the room with their bows ready. Balla is hiding up by the door. Balla, did you give me your stealth check, please?
Stealth check is 15.
Awesome, thank you. Solus, what will you be doing?
I'll be close to the door, I imagine. So
Okay.
my stealth is going to be a. So I get a total of 1.
Are you rolling with disadvantage?
No,
Oh yeah, because you don't wear armor. Oh, you're
I don't wear.
Yeah,
I don't wear
he's just got
armor.
a big shield. So now you hate turtles as well, huh, Jason?
No, it's just that
turtles.
I forgot that he's not wearing armor.
He
I
is
think I'm just
armor.
standing in the doorway.
That's
it's not.
hell.
It's not
I
that bad.
am the door.
With a 1, like I'm standing. I become the door.
Mira, we're about to you.
So bad, it's good.
I will also hide on the opposite side to Bowler. So,
Awesome.
like by the
Okay.
door on the opposite side. I'll get some stealth going. Oh, dice landed on the dog. I don't think that counts. 15 plus 4 is 19.
19. Okay.
I'll be sort of back from the door, but along the wall, about 20 feet.
All right. So, as you're standing, watching and waiting, Mira, you catch sight of 5 small figures sneaking around the corner, being as stealthy as they can, with their nat 1, and moving up towards the doorway. They are dragging something along behind them. You can't make out quite what it is. What are you going to do?
I'll motion to everyone and like indicate like there's 5 and they're dragging something. And how far away are they?
They are far, but as they're going to be coming past you in a moment. Or they're moving towards you to go past you.
Okay. Can I, with my 19 stealth, peek out like a little bit to try and see what they're dragging?
Yes, you can make a perception check for me.
Can I do a perception as well? Well, I'm standing right in the doorway.
The issue is that the door is only about 3 feet high at the moment, so you're going to have to crawl down to have a look underneath it.
So that's 19 for perception as well.
It looks like some sort of cask, like a clay cask.
Oh no.
Can I tell what it's in it?
No.
Couldn't
Okay.
be oil.
Yeah, probably. When they're I'll wait till they're like close to the door, and then I'll shove the door open, run out, and beat one of them to death.
We just knock them out rather than killing them.
It's gonna be worth
So-
like 5 points each.
They so you're gonna hold your action to attack them.
Yeah.
Okay. The door actually moves really easily. It's one of the things that in this, even though this place has been abandoned so long, the door still works really well. So they come jogging past in the dim light, and you step out, and there's 5 of them. You can make your attacks on them.
Okay. So we got was it +7? +7. So that's 12 +7 and 6 +7. So 13 and 19. I think my math.
Yep, they hit.
Okay. Plus 4. So it's that's 2, 3. So that is 14 damage total to the one that I punched first.
Yep. Okay.
Is it still alive?
It is not.
Great.
So
And
Mira
then,
steps out of the doorway and just gons one straight in the top of the head, and it just flattens on the ground.
Okay. And so then I'll flurry of blows the next one.
Okay.
So that is 7 plus 7, so that's 14, and a 10 plus 7, which is 17.
That hits.
And that's 8 damage and 6 damage.
So the next one you hit twice, or are you going to hit one and then another one, or?
I'll hit it twice.
Okay. So those two just drop, and the other 3 take off and just sprint right past the door.
Can I see what the cask is now?
Yeah, the cask is right in front of you, and one of the ones that are still behind that corner leans around, and they've got a short bow with a fire on the end of the arrow.
Stick of the wind. Stick of the wind.
It's not your turn. You held your action to hit them when they came past. And they fire at the cask. And that goes off. And Mira, Bola.
I can't have. Sorry.
No, you used your. Yeah, you held your action to.
No, I can't have flurried of blows, so only one of them's dead. So I can't use a key points on a held action.
Ah, yes. Okay.
So only one of them.
I didn't know that. Okay, so 4 of them sprint off.
Yeah, because it's bonus action to use key points.
Mira, Orla, and Solus, I need you all to make a Dex save.
12.
I fail.
That is 21.
21.
Yeah, plus 7. Monks.
I got a total of 3.
Oh, buddy.
It is a DC 12.
Ooh.
Yeah. So you're going to take 13 points of 13 points of fire damage and 4 points of piercing damage, halved if you saved.
Seven and 2.
Are we full rested at this point, or?
No.
No.
Okay.
I was, because I took third watch.
And Alf.
And oh yeah, no, because I only need 4 hours.
Yeah.
I've got that.
Saphira, you watch as the front of the room just goes off. Shrapnel and everything starts flying through. I need you to make a Dex save.
Okay.
Lanthrin, Atticus, and well, that's everyone else, isn't it? I need you to make the save as well. So it's a DC 12 Dex save. 4 points of damage on a fail.
4 points.
Wait, us as well?
Yeah, I passed.
Everyone else in the room.
Oh, okay.
So 2 points of piercing damage on a success.
No,
So
I only
just
got a 6. Oh, wait. No, it's still only
So could you say that again? I passed, so what does that mean?
2 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
What's fail?
4.
4. What?
4.
I mean, like, what?
Again.
And this
Piercing.
bullshit, man.
Saphira, you're up. And then Baller.
So the whole door is destroyed at this point. There's just rubble.
No, the flame comes in. Mira pushed the door up, and then you just watch as all this fireball sort of enters the doorway, and all these spikes come rushing through come flying through the doorway.
Okay. Is there a lot of smoke?
Make it. Yes, there is. There's quite a bit of smoke.
Okay. I will sort of, hold my arm over my mouth and stealthily rush through the smoke and take up position at the further end of the hallway near where those 4 guys fronted off earlier. So they
come past.
Yeah.
They came past and kept going. So you're going to follow them.
Yeah, I'll follow them and take up position with my bow, aiming towards the archer who's still around the other corner. So
Okay.
I'll sort of, move around the corner and then ready my bow.
Yep, you can't see the archer.
Okay,
He's popped his head out. He's taken a shot. He's popped away.
Yeah.
Okay. Baller, you're up.
Right, I'm going to dust myself off. Well, that wasn't very polite. How far away is the corner where the archer shot from?
The archer is far.
Yeah.
The from you, the kobolds are close. The 4 that have run off.
Okay. I'm gonna turn around. Do we want to pursue these, or are we just gonna leave them? Because if I go out there, they're just gonna shoot me full of arrows. And
We could just.
They tried to blow me up.
But we could just lock ourselves in the room and wait for them to come and have to fight us.
Yeah, it gives them time to prepare, though.
Would they come back?
Baller, is that your action? Baller,
Yeah,
is that your action?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, Solus, you're up.
So we're standing here doing nothing. Okay. I stand here. Wait, can I see any of them?
Yep. Have you got dark
can't-
vision? Have you got dark vision?
No. I've
Okay,
got
so you
light,
can't.
though.
Yep. If you cast
I've
light,
got
you'll be able to see them.
Yeah, I think that was part of my failing the stealth was like
Casting light.
casting light. So is there a big group of them? Are they all grouped up?
There are 4 of them, and they're all relatively closely grouped. Yep.
How far away from me are they?
They're close. If you chased after them, you'd catch them.
So if I could move 30 feet to get within range of them? All right,
Yes.
so I'm going to do that. I'm going to move to get within range of them, and I'm going to cast... actually, no, stop it. It's the end of the day. We're about to have a rest. I cast Fireball on them.
What's the save?
Dex 15 to take half damage. So I don't move. I stay where I am, and I just cast Fireball on them.
Beer.
They hear you starting. Because it's got somatic components as well, doesn't it?
Yes.
So they hear you, and 2 of them turn, and as you cast it, they dive to the side. 2 of them are just completely their backs are just like burnt right down to the bone, and then the other 2 sort of roll and move to get back up again. Lanthrin, you're up.
Lanthrin will run to the door, and he will shoot a fucker who escaped the fireball.
Do you have? Oh yeah, you can see because of the light. Yep.
Yeah. I'll insightful fighting on it as well. So deception against has to beat 27.
Yeah. No, that's fail.
Okay, then I'll do an attack roll. And that is 23 to hit.
That hits.
So that is a... Oh, whoops. No, sorry. That is 9... 14 damage.
Yep, that drops him. So he sort of dive rolls out of the fireball, and you come around the corner and you see him sort of rolling and getting back up again, and then you just catch him between the shoulder blades.
Yep, and then I'll duck behind the door and wall again past the others.
Okay, Atticus, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna check the people who got burnt. How badly are they? Do they need some healing?
No, I'm good, thank you.
All right.
Vera?
Not necessary. Like I'm not dying.
Okay. Okay. So I mean, I'm just basically wanting to do medicine checks if they need it.
Awesome. Okay. From around the corner, a whole bunch of little yipping and shouting occurs, and they all pop their heads around and fire off these little flame arrows.
Immediately fire one as soon as I see him, because I've been sitting.
Yep.
So
Roll the hit.
Natural 20.
Oh, okay. How do you do it?
All right. I see the very first one pulling back his bow, and I shoot him right in the head, and he falls over backwards and fires his fire arrow directly into the roof instead.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. Solus. That's one of the arrows that was aiming for you. So you take slightly less damage now. They sort of peek around the corner, catch sight of you, and fire off a volley of arrows. And you take 9 points of. You take 6 points of piercing damage and 3 points of fire damage. The arrows go out pretty much straight away, but they're enough to sort of burn as they catch in your catch in the edges of your shell. Mira, you're up.
So, how many are left that were running past us?
One.
Just one? Okay, I'm going after him.
Yep.
And I'm gonna punch him a couple times. Okay, so that 2 10s, so that's 2 17s to hit.
Yep, they hit.
That's hang on, so that's 4. So that's 8 and 7. So 15 damage total.
Yeah, how do you do it?
I just straight punch through his head. I just, that's what I do.
As you do.
Classic Mira.
Yeah. And then, how many archers were there at the other corner?
You've seen at least 4 of them.
Okay. Am I in range of their arrows? Where I am?
Yes, they can shoot you. Yeah, they can shoot you.
Okay. Would I have enough movement to get up to them?
No, definitely not.
No. Okay. Do I have enough movement to get back to the room?
No, not at this stage, no.
Okay. Then I will hang on. I will patient defense, which is taking a dodge action. As a bonus.
Metagaming. They are at range. You could just lie down and they'd be at disadvantage.
Oh, okay. So I won't waste a key point. I'll just lie down.
That's a free one for our resident Saphira. If someone's shooting at you from far away, yeah, you could just straight up lie down, and now they have disadvantage to hit you.
Okay. It just means that if they have a way to get to you at melee their next turn, they have advantage.
Yeah. So you got to get up.
Yeah. So it's good.
But if you are lying down, you don't have disadvantage if you're shooting still.
Oh, right.
No,
okay, that's easy. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'll lie down and try and be near the wall.
Paula, you're up.
I'm not in range of any of them, am I?
Nope. You can use your action to get closer, to get engaged with them.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, so you are right at the corner at this stage. Solus?
So how far away are they?
They are far, so two movements away.
2 movements. Can I? Why did you have to get engaged with them? I will. Hang on 1 second. I'm just going to check what action. If this is a bonus action or an action.
Lanthron, you'll be next. We'll come back to you, Solus.
It's one action. But I'm just gonna move up and cast flaming spike. So just do one lot of movement towards them, and I'm gonna cast flaming. Can I see them, or are they hiding around the corner?
No. They've gone around the corner.
All right. I'll use my action to do a double move, and then I'm going to use bonus action to drink a potion.
Okay. Lanthron, you're up.
I will scooch in front of the door. And none of them are out, eh? They're all taking cover and shite.
They're all taking cover.
So, how far away are they?
2 movements worth.
2 movements. Is anyone else with them? No one's else with them at the moment, eh?
Baller and Solus.
Oh, so they're fighting them?
They've come around to get engaged. Yep, they're right at the corner.
So they're engaged with the kobolds?
Yep.
Oh, in that case, I will use my movement and then use my cunning action to dash. So that's 2 movements. And then I will attack one that is engaged with or Solus.
All right. Yep.
Oh.
So there are 3 there.
I'll attack one of the healthier looking ones. Healthy-looking one. I'll attack a healthy looker.
Sweet.
So close to 20. That is 24 to hit.
That hits.
Oh, that's not the damage on it. Well, 14 damage.
Okay. Atticus, you're up.
Okay.
Mira's down one end, lying down. The others are down the other end at the corner. You can hear Lanthron's getting stabby.
Okay. I'm going to basically do a dash to about 20 feet away. And then, can you lie down at a free action?
Yeah, it's just lying down.
Yeah, I'll lie down as well.
Okay.
Within by 20 feet, sorry.
There are 3 of these little guys standing in front of you all. They shriek as you come around the corner and start yipping, and Elantron comes around and just stab. One of them drops, and 2 of them pull out these vials and just throw them straight at Baller's feet, and they just and it just splatters everywhere. And the third strikes a stone on the ground, and it just
don't do it.
You take 10 points of fire damage. The smoke and flame go up in front of you, go in your faces, and they turn to run off. So you can make your attacks of opportunity at disadvantage. So, Baller, you take 10 points of fire damage.
Yep, cool. All right, so melee attack at disadvantage.
Disadvantage, yep.
9 doesn't hit.
9 does not hit.
So I can do a melee attack at disadvantage.
Yes.
14 to hit.
14 hits.
Excellent. That's 7 damage.
Yes, so you drop him.
Excellent.
14 to hit.
Hits.
And I use bloody but unbowed.
6 damage.
6, he drops him. Yep.
So, starting at 3rd level, when you take damage that reduces you to half your maximum or less, you can use your reaction to gain temporary hit points equal to your pugilist level, plus your con modifier.
Oh, fantastic! That's cool. Okay, so one of them scatters off and just bolts off and round the next corner and just absolutely takes off. Mira, you're up.
Okay, so standing up is half my movement, and then there's still 2 movements away.
Yep, and yeah.
Okay, so I'll stand up. I'll use Step of the Wind to get as close as I can.
So they are at this stage. So you'll be able to use at this stage, the one that's left will be very far from you. So that's 1, 2, 3 movements worth to get to it. You can hear that it's yipping off into the distance.
I won't attack it, but I'll get close to that corner, or as close as I can get to that corner.
Yep.
Because I figure they'll more are coming, so I'll just stay on that wall, and wait, I guess.
Okay.
I'll hold my action for if I see one that's close enough to hit.
Saphira, you're up.
Right. So we're basically at the corner now. So we're all the rest of the guys are grouped in the corner, and I'm still a little bit further opposite of the door.
Yeah.
I'll move up and around, and the other kobold's already long gone at this stage, so I'll sort of hold my short bow, and I'll just keep watching both directions to make sure there's no one else sneaking up on us.
Paula.
I'm gonna step out of the flame, dust myself off, and start heading back to the door.
Solus.
How many of them ran away from us?
1.
One? Can I see it?
Nope, he's gone.
I'll just head back to the door then.
Okay. You're just going to leave it at that?
Yep.
The last one.
Hopefully doesn't bring back a horde, but
Actually,
they're gonna bring
instead of
back
heading
more.
back to the door, start looting.
Looting the bodies.
Looting the bodies.
Yes, I do that to the ones that blew up the cask. Or that dragged the cask.
Yeah, so they've all got daggers. They've got pouches on them. And the pouches have got just like random knickknacks and bits and pieces. One of them has got a string pretty much, and it's just got gemstones woven into it, just like a string of lapis lazuli, and there are five gems in there. The ones that Solus burnt up, their pouches are destroyed, and they've also you can't find anything of worth in there. The ones that were shooting at you, in their pouches, they've got almost like a ring of tar that if you stick it on the end of an arrow, it's a free interact with item and a bonus action to strike it to light it. And it just adds 5 points of fire damage to whatever you hit, whatever damage.
I'll take one of those for myself, and I'll just quietly put it on my hand. That'll come in handy for later.
So there are 5 of them. They're just like little rings that you sort of stretch out and put, like almost like a rubber band. You stretch it out and put it on the head of an arrow.
I'd say we give those just to the archers.
Yep.
Okay, so you just one use.
1 use each. Yep.
All right. How many do you want, Lantham? Do you want to...
Oh, you can take them. I prefer using my swordy stuff.
All right, fair enough. I'll add them to my inventory.
Okay. You guys going to finish off that long rest in that room again?
Yep, why not?
Might as well.
Yeah, boss.
At least
The
attempt to.
rest of the night, it goes pretty well. You're a little more stressed out trying to sleep this time, but otherwise nothing happens. You hear so you can have your long rest at this stage.
Before we have the long rest, I'm going to cast create food and water for everybody, so we don't have to worry about rations or anything.
Right.
Basically, yeah. So it creates like enough food for plenty of food for all of us for 24 hours. So it's sort of we don't have to worry about the food for the next day.
I need you to roll a d6.
2.
As you cast the spell, a surge starts up, and the create food and water has an extra sort of surge to it. And you make an extra 2 servings. Everybody's full, everything like that. It just sort of disintegrates at the end of it, but.
Oh no! This creates It creates 45 pounds of food and 30 gallons of water, and that lasts for enough to sustain up to 15 humanoids.
So instead it makes another 2 servings. So it makes
that's enough for 17.
Yeah. The surge lasts for the last part of you guys' rest, and Solus, you wake up the moment the sun gets level with you, and you know that it's sun up.
I'd like to, if possible, do an insight check when the surge is going, if that's possible.
You can make a check if you like. Are you checking on Solus to see what the surge is doing to him, or?
Just wanting to get the feel for this surge, really. Just to get a feel about what's happening with this surge.
Yep.
I got a 12.
You've experienced several surges on the travel down. It doesn't seem anything out of place.
Right.
It is unusual in that its length is quite short. They usually last for a little bit longer, and they're a little bit more predictable. But yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
You guys carrying on through the caves the next morning?
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
First thing I'd like to do is use Brace Up to give myself temporary hit points.
Fantastic.
I would also like to see if I can tune into this elemental, see if I can feel its presence.
Not at this stage. You
not
can't.
at this stage.
Yeah. No.
Okay. All good.
You come out of this sort of entry sort of building and into a much larger, almost settlement-looking area. Nature has started to take some of it back. There are a lot of stalactites dripping down from the ceilings. There are some buildings that are the whole front of the building is covered in hard lime from the slow drip of time just building up and building up. There are several buildings that you can see that are just absolutely destroyed. Look like they kind of just bottomed out when whatever happened, and they've just like collapsed from this bottom out. But there are 4 smaller buildings that you can see that are obviously still really well intact. One of them is shaped. Sorry, 3 of them look like just each other, like houses or something like that. And the 4th looks like it's some sort of religious building.
I want to investigate the religious building.
Yep.
Good place to start.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
I
follow
want
along.
to see what that's about.
You come into the building, and it is actually a wee bit bigger on the inside than it in the outside. Sort of would have led you to believe. There is a staircase. There are several coffins or tombs lining the walls, and then there's a staircase towards the back of the room.
Okay.
I go to open a tomb, like just completely unaware of the fact that it's meant to be a tomb.
You pull the lid off. The skeleton inside, there is a body. The skeleton inside has jewelry on it. There is it just has a gold locket on it. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I'll pick up the gold locket.
Wait,
So he goes to pull it out.
Oh,
Kind of catches on the thing's neck, so he undoes the clasp and pulls it out. And from the staircase, you hear murmuring. You hear a sort of a voice just murmur.
I agree with the voice. Put it back.
Yeah. I'm
undead
not
things.
sure.
No
Yeah.
What?
skeletons, skeletons and zombies.
the jewelry back.
Just put it back.
But it's in a box. Like, I'm just confused as to why there's bones in this box.
It's a
Because
tomb.
our races usually bury important people when they're already dead, even though they should do it when they're alive. And then we curse them because we're weird.
Yeah. And when people love the person who died, they leave their belongings with them for reasons. And a lot of the time, if you take the thing from the tomb, the skeleton comes to life and tries to kill you.
Not that. Maybe the relatives of the dead person will try and come and kill you.
Yeah, that too. Or like ghosts and stuff.
Seems very wasteful to me.
It's
It
part
is.
of culture.
Lanthorn and Solus, as you're sort of all talking about what you're supposed to do with dead bodies or not do with dead bodies or this or that, Lanthorn and Solus, you notice that at the staircase, leading down, just peeking up, looking at you all, is a small Eurothan child.
A what?
A child.
Child?
Did you
Like
say
a-
Eurothan?
Eurothan, like
Eurothan.
human, like a human kid.
What does Eurothan mean?
It's one
It's
of
a
the
race.
races of human.
Oh,
They're just a kid.
so is it like
Yep,
a brown
you can see a
kid?
kid. There's a kid standing on the.
Is it actually a kid? Is it like actually a living human kid, or is it something?
Can
Well,
Lanthorn
you're not sure.
inside roll?
Lanthorn and Solus can see it.
I see.
Oh, okay.
I see this child, and I turn and I look, and I go, "Hey, child, are you hungry? We've got extra food."
The child just backs down the staircase.
Well, he's probably scared because you took the locket that you weren't supposed to. Did you?
No, he probably was just taught stranger danger and knows not to accept food from strangers, guys. Okay.
Yeah. Cool. What's a creepy kid doing in a tomb underground?
In all fairness, we're sort of the creepy ones here.
But
in all fairness too, it would be good to know whether these things are undead, because our undead are a blight on the planet, and we should get rid of them.
I agree.
I love that even when it's a child, it's like, we still need to exterminate this.
No, because that's like a creepy kid.
Yeah, and this is like a poor lost soul.
That's like you turn down a hallway that's too long and there's a set of twins wanting you to play with them. That's no, thank you.
If you don't specify the age in that story, it can actually be a really good thing.
I think
the child looks like the. You can hear murmuring and speaking from down there again, and there's more and more voices.
Doesn't necessarily sound like undead.
I'm looking at Solus. Did you put that locket back?
Yeah, I just dropped it in the box. I didn't actually put it on the body or anything.
Can I try to not get too close to the staircase, but try and see if I can look down? If it is it like a curved staircase, or can I see a little bit down?
It is. It's a very short spiral staircase, and it just does a full 180. And so you can see portions of floor from where you are. The light coming from Solus, I'm assuming Solus is lit up all the time, catches at the edge of the room, bounces down. The floor is dim, and even with your dark vision, the edges of what you can see down the hole are dark. And you can see a set of feet, small children's feet, at the very edge of the light, at the bottom of the staircase. And as you lean over and look down the hole, a small face leans into the light and looks up at you, and then back into the darkness again, and the feet step back into the darkness.
Very
creepy. That is creepy. I don't like it.
You've invaded their home and you're scaring them.
I'm scaring them.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Yep.
Well, I'm just going to start walking down these stairs.
I agree. There's nothing wrong with them.
As you come down the stairs, the light coming. What item have you got that's lighting up?
My shield.
So rather than the 20 and 20, 20 bright, 20 dim, it is now 20 dim as you come down. It's very hard to see down here. Those of you with dark vision, you can see the shape of the room. You can see there are pillars holding the floor up of the room above. And there are more of these coffins lining the walls. And the murmuring of the voices sort of intensifies.
I'm going to light a torch as I sort of go down. I've got my shield, torch in the other hand.
So the torch that it doesn't give you any extra light. The moment you move to the edge of Solus's light to sort of spread out, or as you move to the edge, it's almost like the darkness is pushing back on it, and you're all sort of huddled in this little spot of light, of dim light, around Solus.
This isn't normal darkness. It's
No.
advanced darkness.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe they've just got different type of darkness down here. Let's keep going.
How big is this area?
It's about, from what you can see, it's about 20 by 20.
I'm going to stay on the staircase, but I'm just going to slightly walk down a few steps so I can keep everybody. I can sort of, see their dim glow in the distance.
Okay. Have you got a torch on you?
No, I haven't sort of entered into the darkness. I'm afraid of it.
So you're in darkness if you don't have dark vision.
Right. Okay. Well, I don't have dark vision. I'll retreat back to the top room.
Yep, it's still dark up there. If you don't have a torch, it's dark up there.
All right.
If you don't have a torch going, the only source of light is Solus's shield.
Okay. All right. Well, I've got a hooded lantern in my backpack. So as the rest of them walk down into the darkness, I'll pull out my lantern and light it.
Okay. So who's down the stairs now?
I'll be like
Me,
halfway
Solus.
down.
Bede's probably gonna. Bede wants light, so he'll actually be behind. Oh,
You mean
no, he'll
Lantern?
be at the back. No, Lantern wants light. That's all right.
I think halfway down's good.
I suggest you turn your shared thing down if it's too loud.
I'm sorry.
The murmuring.
What is that?
If you've got watch
noise?
together on.
Oh, what is
So
that
sounds-
picture? Oh,
It's great.
dude. Oh, I didn't need to
What?
see that.
Is that a child?
That is the sounds coming from the room.
I don't like it.
Right,
I don't see anything. What did you
No,
see?
it's the sound from the watch together thing. I don't like
I
it.
actually don't know how to find that.
Yeah, how do you find that music?
I will share the link to you. You will need to
Okay.
open it in your in your
I turned it off. I don't like that.
That's one of my
Don't know.
favorite things about the watch together is that you can actually turn it off if it's too unsettling.
I don't like it.
Well, anyway, I
Okay,
have
so
a
I've shared the
thought.
link. I've shared the link in there.
Where does the link shared into?
If you copy the link and go to Chrome or your internet browser.
I'm sorry, I don't know where to find the link. Sorry.
Oh, in the Discord chat. I popped it in the Discord chat. But I can also pop it into.
Chat.
I'll put it into the Messenger chat as well. There you go.
I think you just DC'd.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Doing baby.
Is that child down here?
You can see the child. You can see a small figure in one of the corners. Yes.
I'm walking towards this child. I want to know why they were so freaked out by me.
You might
As
want
you
to
walk-
apologise for stealing his stuff.
As you walk closer, the child reaches their hand out and just holds their hand out to you.
I
Do it.
grab some food, and I put it in the child's hand.
As you hold the food out, the child moves their hand around and just to place it, they move to place their hand on top of yours.
Can I make a religion check to see if there's anything unusual about this child?
Yes.
That is a 19.
They are drawing you in. They want to take what you have, and it's not food. It's your life itself. They want to drain you.
I'm going to turn undead.
The moment it touches you, or
No, before it touches me. As soon as as soon as I realise that it's trying to steal my life force, it's like turn undead.
What is your AC?
My AC is 19.
Okay, so it tries to go for you, and you snatch your hand away, and then turn undead.
Must make a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw.
Oof. Yep. Okay. Or
if it fails, so as an action, you present your holy symbol. Undead. Each undead that can see or hear me. So if there's any others in this room that can hear me, they must make a check too. If a creature fails its saving throw, it is turned for 1 minute or until it takes any damage. Turned creatures must spend its turn trying to move as far away from me as they possibly can. If it can't move away from me, it takes a dodge action.
Okay.
It'll only use its action. It can only use its action for dodge if it physically can't get further away from me, or it'll take the dash action to try and escape as fast as possible.
Okay. It screams. The whole room seems to scream, and it just moves straight backwards away from you into the wall. I need initiatives.
I say to Solus, firebomb the place.
We're still inside it.
Yeah, we get out, firebomb it.
It's a sacrifice he's willing to make.
Yeah, I'm willing to sacrifice other people.
Yeah, we get out of it, firebomb it.
Oh my god. 4.
Oh, for Severo.
I got
These creatures
18.
do not deserve to stay moving.
Okay, so what are you doing, Solus? Sorry, for the 18? Oh, for the initiatives.
This is my initiative.
Yep.
I got 22.
I got 19.
Oh, slow down.
No.
Who got the 22?
Mira.
Top of the round again. Sorry, Solus, what'd you get?
18.
Paula?
19.
Lanthron?
4.
Bottom of the round again.
Yep.
Saphira, what'd you get?
12.
Atticus?
7.
Okay, what are you guys all doing? This thing's just screamed and sprinted. The room itself seems to be slightly less evil, I suppose, but it's still really dark in there.
Are there like doors to other rooms down here, or is it just one room?
It's just one room.
Okay. How close is the demon child?
It has gone backwards into the wall and disappeared from sight.
Oh god. Okay.
So it actually went into the wall itself.
It's gone into the wall itself, yeah.
Okay. Mira, who is now canonically terrified of undead, I've decided, is going to run back upstairs out of this room and just like look around being like, where the fuck are you? And prepared to hit something, like to hit it if it comes back. In that sort of punch kind of way. Yeah, no.
Solus, how long does the turn undead last for?
1 minute.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing? Solus knows how long his powers work for. What are you all
Okay.
going to do?
I've got out my bow.
Well, so on my initiative, I'm going to be casting daylight in the room.
Are you staying in that room downstairs?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I'd like to ask: is there any flammables in the room, like clothing or anything?
Everything's in boxes. You can check in the boxes if you like.
Because I was just thinking of lighting a small fire, just chucking my torch down to see if I can get a fire going.
So when I cast daylight, it dispels any magical darkness that is from a spell of 3rd level or lower.
Yeah. How long does it? Oh, does it just straight up dispel it, or does it?
Yeah,
suppress?
it just
suppress?
No, it just straight up dispels magical darkness.
Okay. So this is how long does it last for? Or was it just
1 hour?
Okay. You can tell that it's still there. Your spell has suppressed it. It is more powerful than 3rd level. The spell itself, but only because of how long it's been here for. Is anyone else doing anything else to prepare? You've got a minute.
I'm pulling out my sword.
I'll take the dodge action.
Oh, actually,
as Mira runs upstairs, I ask her what's going on and figure out what's happened in the room below.
I'll just say there's like a fucking demon child thing. It went through the wall.
Oh, you guys would all see it light up down there. So it's 60-foot bright light, 60-foot dim light.
Okay. If it's light down there, I'll go back down because it's where there's light. You can see the demon child if it comes back.
Yeah.
So I'll go back down into the room.
So what would
and ready to punch demons.
I'm gonna go and Ash is having trouble with the kids, so I'm gonna go and just like tuck them in. So we'll have a real quick break, and then because this thing is coming back for you guys, and we'll get straight into that combat. Sound good?
Yep. I'm gonna let the dog out as well.
Awesome. Right.
Yeah, no, demon children. Don't like it. I'm gonna let the dog out for a bit.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, I'm here. That was quick. Normally, my
Ruby
kids
was
take
actually-
way longer to get to sleep.
Ruby was asleep. So by the time, I got in there, she'd because quite often when she's at that last like little stage, she will if you promise her a check in 5 minutes, she'll just go to sleep.
Yeah.
So,
Jason, one other thing. I was just reading the turn more into the turn undead. If by any chance, if that creature is CR 1.5 or lower, it is instantly destroyed. But I don't know. Just saying, if it was, I don't. By the off chance.
Awesome, thank you.
So if there's any other undead in there as well, that was CR 1.5, like any skeletons in the things or anything, they were potentially destroyed. Yeah.
We're just waiting on Bede, and is that it? He's last on the initiative count anyway. Mira,
Yeah.
you're up.
So is the thing back?
No, but it's back. Very shortly. I'm just going to the top of the round and finding out what everyone's done in their next sort of prepared action.
Okay, I'm just preparing. Like Mira's on high alert. She's terrified of this thing, so she's just preparing to punch it.
Paula?
I am standing next to Solus, and I'm taking the dodge action.
Solus?
Yeah, I'm basically going to be prepared with the dodge action.
Saphira?
I'm still at the base of the stairs along with Mira, and I'll ready my short bow for looking around for when it pops out.
Okay, Atticus.
I've got my sword and shield, but I'm also prepared to bind anything that's around.
Lantern.
Speed, where is it gone?
Doing nothing. That's right.
He's shaking in his boots.
Yeah.
He would prepare a bow, but he's not here.
So the lot of you are at the bottom of the stairs, in the middle of the room, sort of circling and watching around yourselves. And Mira, you catch sight of this thing coming out of the wall into this bright light, comes into the room, sort of shields its eyes, drops down into the floor, and then comes up out of the floor again, right next to where Solus is.
Okay, I go off and punch it.
Awesome. Okay. Roll a hit.
Okay. Oh, that's not great. That's 5 plus 7. 5 plus 7. 12 and 13.
They both hit.
Oh, they both hit. Oh, okay, so that is 7 and 9. So 16 damage.
Okay.
And flurry of blows. Keep hitting it. Oh, okay, so that's a 17 plus 7 and an 8 plus 7 to hit. And that's 10 and so it's another 17 damage.
Okay.
And then
with all that prep,
yeah,
with that magic that Solus has put out, with the turn undead, it feels a little bit more anticlimactic because we had a break in the middle of it. But you're able to take this thing out to drop it down. It crawls up out of the ground, and at this stage, it is crying and actually sounds like a child crying. Solus, Baller, you're up.
All right, I move in and I hit it.
Okay.
I think we're just beating up a kid at this point.
Yeah.
19.
That
No
hits.
longer a kid.
4 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. It is looking really insubstantial now. Solus, you're up.
I'm going to cast Inflict Wounds. So reach out, grab it. Does a 23 hit?
What kind of damage is it?
Necrotic.
You definitely hit it, but the power leaves you and fills it back into this thing. You watch as it pulls the sort of dissipating parts of itself back into itself again. How much damage did you do?
No, of course I don't. 23.
Yeah.
I just healed it for 23 damage.
You just healed it.
I can't believe you've done this.
Oh,
I can't
that's
believe
stupid.
you've done this.
Are
Saphira.
you healing the bad guys?
Alright. Saphira is looking pretty uncomfortable, but she fires a short bow at him anyway.
Okay.
With a 16 to hit.
It hits. With this surge of extra energy, your bolt hits it. The arrow kind of goes through it, and the child's face turns and looks straight at you, and is suddenly moves all the way across the room, teleports right in front of you, and is screaming at you.
All right.
There's a 23 hit.
I'll use a point of lucky and make the ghost reroll that.
So you get to choose what the outcome is. Which one? So does a 14 hit?
I've got AC 14, so equal is yes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yes hit.
How much health have you got again?
9 total.
Yep. Okay. Very lucky. So that you take 5, 6, 7, 8 points.
8 points of
necrotic
damage?
damage. Yeah.
Okay. I'm down to my last hit point.
I need you to make a DC 10 con save.
Okay.
Oh no.
Rolled 18. I've got +1, so 19 con save.
Awesome. Okay. Atticus, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna try and bind it to the I just suddenly realised. What is the floor surface? Is it concrete? Is it dirt? What is it?
Stone.
Stone? Natural stone?
Yes.
Oh, sure. I'm gonna bind it to the natural stone by its feet.
Okay.
So strength saves.
Huh. Yeah, no, it fails that. Is there anything else you want to do on your turn? Is that your
Sorry,
turn?
that
Is
was
that your
my
turn?
turn, yeah. Yeah.
Lathrin, you're up.
Okay. I will. So let me just check something. It's all good. So it's bind now, is it?
It's bound to the floor, so it's essentially grappled to the floor.
Okay, so I have advantage on it?
Not with a grapple.
No, not with a grapple. Okie dokie. Then in that case, I will incite for fighting it.
Yep.
Oh, on a minimum of 8, I believe. So has to be 17.
Yep, fails that.
Fails that. Cool. Then I'll go for an attack. Oh, 20 to hit.
That hits.
Mean edge. Where's my D? There's my D8. So that is 23 damage.
Oh, yeah, okay. Anything else on your turn?
No, that is my action and bonus action, so nah.
Okay. Mira. This thing is coming to pieces again, but it is totally focused on Saphira. It is going to try and get Saphira again on its next turn. What are you going to do?
I'm going to go up to it and I'm going to say that when the demon child started screaming, so did Mira. She was just like, ah, ah. And yeah, and try to punch it again. So that's a 1, so that's 8, which won't hit, and that's a 16 plus 7. And that's I can't do math. 7 damage, and then flurry of blows again. Ooh, that's good. So that's a 16 plus 7 and 18 plus 7. So that's 5 and 9. So that's 14 damage altogether.
Whoa. Okay. This thing teleports across the room up to Saphira and just latches onto her. Leathery gets an arrow that just flies through it on an angle, and then Mira races up and just tries to grab at this thing and punch it, and she kind of just tears it into its constituent parts. And the light emanating from where Solus cast it just like pulls and pushes the pieces apart, and you can tell that they're trying to draw back together again, but they just burn away as this thing just ceases to exist.
Nice.
And Mira keeps screaming even after it's gone. She's just like, ah, ah, ah.
Are you like this around all children?
The demon undead ones, yes.
Are you telling me normal kids don't do that?
Mm.
Oh shit!
Wait, you thought we were killing a normal child?
Yeah.
Why would we kill a normal child? Like, I know they're annoying, but
Why would we loot a tomb? I'm looking at Solus like.
I'm more inclined to loot this tomb now. Like, stuff it. I just got a text. I'm going to take as much as I can.
Yeah, we've already annoyed the spirits. Let's grave rob, guys.
I offer Saphira a healing potion.
Oh, Saphira will accept it gladly and drink it.
Sweet.
So
2d4 plus 2, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. So do I roll that, or would Atticus roll that?
Either or.
I guess it, yeah.
You roll it.
Okay. 6. Well, yeah, that's enough to bring me back to full health.
Oh, awesome. If you had yeah. Okay. So Solus, you're just going to open one of these.
I'm just going to start opening all of them and just I'm just looting the place now. I don't really care.
Okay.
I'm going to be wary of any other undead. We heard more than one voice.
Can you give me a D6, please, Solus?
4.
That's how many skeletons come to life.
Okay. No, so you do start opening these you do start opening these coffins up, tombs, whatever you want to call them, and inside the skeleton bodies have obviously been shifting and moving around, and you recognize, Solus, that these things were going to be coming out, getting out to do something, and when you cast your spell, it sort of just drove all the life from them. Can I get an investigation check?
That's good. I rolled a 19. It's a 19.
Okay. So you find in one of these, two of them. Oh, there you go. In one of the containers is the skeleton of a dragonborn, and sitting next to its head around its head is like a desiccated flower, sort of crown sort of thing that's gone to pieces, and either side are two small potions. The symbols on them are quite obvious to you. They're both potions of fire breath.
Potions of fire breath.
And you go to the fourth. You're all kind of shaken at this stage, kind of recoiling from the horrific visage of that creature. Solus is ticked off at this point, pulling the lids off and just going through all of the tombs. You pull one of them off, and your hand sticks to it.
I didn't do anything.
Yeah. And sorry, are you there?
Yep.
So your hand sticks to the lid, and then you all watch as Solus is like, "What the heck?" And he sort of tries to pull it off his hand, and you all watch as the lid folds in half, and folding out of the lid as it clamps down are a whole set of teeth, just clamps straight down on his arm. And you take 11. You take 18 points of piercing damage, and 4 points of acid damage. This thing just folds up and clamps down, and it's on his arm.
Hot diggity.
Mira, you're up.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll attack it, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. What the? Yeah. That's 17 and a 26.
26 hits. And what was the first one? Was a 16?
17.
Yeah. 17. They both hit. Yeah.
Cool. I just realized that you had one of your rats with you. I was like freaked out for a second.
Yeah, I saw that too. I was like, what? I had to look closer to see what it was.
Oh, hang on. No, pet rat. So that's 8 and 5. So 13 damage total. Flurry of blows.
So your fists are stuck to this thing.
Oh, shit. Okay. Instead of flurry of blows, can I extract aspects to work out what the fuck this thing is?
It is immune to being prone. It's immune to acid. It is it's kind of like that slime you fought before.
Right.
But a little more animalistic.
Okay. So immune to prone and acid.
Okay.
And I'm now stuck to it.
Yep.
Okay.
Both fists stuck to it. Baller, you're up.
Well, seeing as how the monk tried punching it, and it obviously didn't work, I'm going to try punch it. That is 16.
That hits.
That is 9 bludgeoning damage. Is it still alive?
Okay. It is still alive, and your fist is stuck to it.
All right, but I've got a second fist. All right, so if I
feet
use,
too, don't forget.
yeah, it's true. If I use my ability, the old one too, that means I get 2 extra attacks. Will you allow me that, or?
You one of them will work.
Okay.
It's real sticky.
Yeah. All right, I'll spend a point of moxie, and make another attack.
Okay.
14
That hits.
for 6 bludgeoning damage.
Saphira, you're watching as Solus gets this thing clamp on his arm, and Mira and Bulla run up to it immediately. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, and there's 3 of them all stuck to this thing.
Okay.
What are you going to do?
Does Solus have a free hand?
Oh, sorry. I'm skipping Solus. Solus, you're up. What do you want to do? Saphira, you're next.
That is a very important question. Do I have a free hand?
Yes, because I'm assuming you've just been pulling these things off, and it's just stuck straight onto your hand.
Inflict wounds. That is a 24 to hit. Doing 22 necrotic damage.
Can you heal it?
It screams at this stage, and clamps down on your arm again. Where is it? It is. So you take whoopsie. What am I doing? So you take 7 points of piercing damage. Oh, sorry, 3 points. 6 points of piercing damage. I'm looking at the wrong dice. No, I'm looking at the wrong dice. 6 points of piercing damage and 5 points of acid damage. This thing starts to drool all over your arm. You can feel it.
All right.
Saphira, you're up.
All right. So when Solus did inflict wounds, did he touch the creature, or is he still got?
I used my hand that was already attached to it to do the touching.
Well, I'll go quick. Hand me one of those potions of fire breath, and I grab one and throw it a short distance to Solus so that he can catch it. And if he drinks the potion of fire breath, he should be able to just breathe directly on it as it's attached to him, and hopefully burn it off.
Yeah, there are 2 other people attached to it. Just saying.
Yeah. That's like a collateral damage.
They're going to be a huge AoE.
Well, that's a thing. That's a risk I'm willing to take.
It's got a fairly distant AoE.
Well, it looks like fire is going to be the weakness for this one as well.
All right, Atticus, you're up.
Okay, I'd like to try something that I haven't tried at this level. I'd like to unbind the mouth of the creature that's got Solus's arm, if that's possible.
What's the save?
It would be a strength save as before. I think I'm a 13.
Oh yeah. Okay. So this thing clamps down on your arm even harder, and then Saphira chucks you the flask for the fire breath, which you catch with one hand, and then you hear Atticus. How are you doing it, Atticus?
I'm basically muttering, and I've dropped my sword and sort of concentrating on where on the teeth and what's actually holding his arm. So I'm hoping that we'll actually do an opposite of binding and spring it apart.
All up your arm, you can feel it's kind of like preset all up your arm. And with Atticus's murmuring, you feel it kind of warm up and go almost liquid-like as this thing just slides and you just pull your arm straight out of its mouth. Lanthrin, you're up.
Okay, I will grab my short bow and I will just shoot it from like 10 feet away so I don't have disadvantage. Oh, no, that was a horrible roll. I only got a 9 to hit.
Oh, yeah, nah. Mira, you're up. So Lanthrin's firing at this thing. Solus pulls his arm out. It's you and Baller now, and both of you are just like this with your hands stuck inside this thing. Arrow goes wide. What are you going to do?
Can I get off the, get my hands off it?
Yes, you can try. Yep. You can use an action to escape.
Yeah? Is that okay? So I'll do that.
Yep. Athletics.
Oh god. Okay. Oh, where am I?
So it's a DC 13.
DC 13. Okay. Well, that's a 9. So I'm stuck.
Yeah. Baller, you're up.
All right, I'm going to try and pull myself off. Or someone else might have to help me because both my hands are stuck.
Just put your head into it.
13.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So Mira starts pulling at herself. You watch as she starts pulling, and she kind of goes sort of left, and you go a bit right, and you pull against her, and your fists just pop out. She's left with this thing.
Tag.
And the moment you pull it out, she just boom, drops to the ground because it's quite heavy. So now it's on the ground, holding onto her arms.
Oh no.
Her arm stretched.
Solus, it's your turn.
I don't particularly want to touch it again, so I'm going to cast Scorching Ray at it. So I get 3 attacks. First one does a 23 hit.
23 hits.
23 hits, doing 6 fire damage. The second one, it is 20, doing 5 damage.
A hit.
5 fire damage, and then a 25, and that was 11 damage. 11 fire damage.
Yes, that's.
And then I'm going
Awesome.
to
Okay, thank you.
bonus action drink a healing potion.
As Baller, you get free. Another little fisty sort of blob thing shoots out of this thing.
Oh no!
Straight at you. That's 12.
Nope.
12 to hit.
No.
Awesome. Okay, swings past, and then shroom back into its body again. Saphira, you're up.
All right. I'll use my short bow and I'll use a free action to attach one of those cars that we got off the kobolds earlier. So adding some fire damage to it, and I'll shoot at the creature. So 12 to hit.
Bang on. Yep.
Bang on. Okay. Yep. Cool. And then so it's would it be counted as engaged to Mira since it's still glued onto her?
Yep. It's engaged with Mira and Solus and Baller.
Okay. So I'll do my sneak attack on it. 6 plus 1.
Yep.
7 plus 3, 10. So 10 piercing damage, and then how much fire damage would be attached to that?
It's 5, so 15 total. Awesome.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. So, this thing lashes out. It's a very small area. It's 5 straight damage.
Okay.
It doesn't keep burning or anything like that.
Okay. Like I'm
Wait,
attached to
just
this thing. You're going to
so,
set it on fire. Just get a new monk. It'll be fine.
Baller pulls his Baller pulls his arm free. Solus stretches his hand out, and just rays of light just fly from his hand. And then this scorching arrow just plunges straight into this thing, and it squeals, and it just sort of goes kind of flat on the ground. Mira, your hands are still stuck, but everybody sort of gives you a hand, and you just sort of pull them out. This thing is dead.
I don't like this building.
What sort of level of ingredients would it be to harvest from this creature?
It would be common.
It would be common. It's not really worth it.
Is
I am, however,
getting any more dings?
You have found what you're going to. In this tomb, can I have an investigation check?
Sorry,
That's not
sorry.
what
I
the
was
insurance department.
asking if
did-
the Rantham was getting any more dings. Because
Yeah,
if,
does that
he's
count?
not, if he's not, it means we're out of the play area.
The scorekeeping.
Yeah.
Oh no, you're still in bounds.
Oh, okay.
He does get another ding. So from the creature, the ghost kid, he got 200 points. From the kobolds, you guys got 250 points. And just now killing this thing, you got 450 points.
Wow.
Good.
Okay.
We got our points from
Yeah.
the Black O's, eh?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll
So
do investigation for the rest of the coffins.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get
and-
like I'm
well,
gonna get like a stick or something to like poke the lids and stuff
Yeah,
before
I'll
I
use my
touch them.
I'll use my staff to just poke
and
shit.
once I've checked everything for stuff in it, I'm gonna use my torch if it's still going. If not, I'll get a new one and torch them, get them aflame.
Okay. I will
Yeah, everything else.
do an investigation roll.
Do we get
I'll guide someone.
yeah
Okay.
guidance?
I got 22 on investigation.
Hang on, so that's plus. Holy shit! 29.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Nice.
Rolled a 19, 4 on the D4, plus
Nice.
my investigation.
Okay. You go through the
Some
room.
cool shit.
Yeah. In the back of the room, there is a small casket, a smaller tomb, and inside is the body of a child. The skull of the child is so the body's kind of mummified, but the skull has the end of a sharp piece of steel. Something has been pierced into the skull and snapped off. Around the body, so that the body itself of the child has been clothed, and it's got gold vestments. It has which are worth 25 gold pieces. You find another set of gems on the body in a pouch. They're carved into marbles, and there's a set of them. So there's some moss agate and banded agate. So you find 5 marbles of these gems, and they're worth 10 gold each. You find in a coffin next to it, it's a wide one, and there are 2 bodies, a male and a female, and they're both wearing silk robes and bronze crowns. And each of those items would fetch about 250 gold, sold as art objects, collectors and stuff. So 1,000 gold worth of burial clothes. At the side of the male figure, you're guessing it's the male figure, there is a metal kind of tube with looks like dials and buttons and fittings on it. You're not sure exactly what it is. Yeah.
So is that like a puzzle thing?
It does not look like it does not look like it kind of looks like a puzzle box. It looks like it has some sort of function. But it's going to take a while to sort of figure out how it works.
Yeah, I'll hang on to that. Have a look at it later.
Once everybody's looked at the bodies and got everything they need, I'll set fire to the coffins.
Well, don't worry. They're not
the...
rising again. I made sure of that.
Okay. What are you guys doing next?
So have we not found this bloody tablet yet?
Nope.
I'd be kind of keen for a short rest after that.
It was pretty intense.
If anybody else would be interested in a short rest.
I don't need one at all, but I don't mind, team. We can have one.
Yeah, I don't mind.
I don't need one, but I will use that time to look at this the metal tube puzzle thing.
Oh, true. Lanford might just look around and have a wander for the at the places that are safe because he doesn't need a rest.
Yeah, I'll probably do the same. I'll join Renton and perhaps have a look upstairs. Have a look around.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So it is dark. It is very dark.
Got a torch.
If you guys, yeah, okay.
I'll help a lantern.
You guys sort of wander through. The buildings have they look like they were homes and offices, and you pick through bits and pieces. You can't really find anything of interest in any of them. But you do come across it looks like a set of vines or ropes outside one of the homes. It has the limestone stuff coming down the edges of it. And so, yeah, but there's like vines, kind of rope-looking things are like extending from the limestone of one side of the building.
Can I do a nature check, please?
Yeah.
12.
12.
Yep.
They seem like some sort of tendril. Are you like? Do you want to tell me how you're sort of looking at these things and what you're doing to check them out?
I'm trying to see whether they've got roots, where they're coming from, and how long these tendrils are. Because I want to find the source of the root system if they've got a root system, and just to check them out, really.
And Baller and Lantern are with you.
Yeah.
I'm there too.
And
I'm also just looking in general at them in terms of, do they have leaves? Do they have thorns? All of that stuff.
Okay.
I'm trying to determine if I know
just rolling a cigarette.
Okay. You guys sort of follow Atticus along, and he starts to have a look at these tentacle things. He pokes at one of them and sort of starts to follow. They're quite long, and by the looks of them. And as you sort of start to follow and go along with them, they come up off the ground, and all of you, they lash out at each one of you.
Ooh.
Atticus does a 21 hit.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you are restrained.
Right. Okay.
Lanthrin does a 16 hit.
I think so.
Okay, you are restrained.
All right.
Does a 26 hit both Baller and Saphira?
Yep.
Can I use?
You're both restrained.
Can I use a point of lucky to make you re-roll that one?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, okay. No, that's an 8.
Oh, an 8. Okay, yeah, no, that one doesn't hit me.
Yep.
I'll do
so
a
those tentacles
and
come
avoid
up
them.
off the ground. The tentacles come up off the ground, and you're pretty sure it's got you. At the last second, you kind of move out of the way again. I'm going off the last initiative. This thing is going to go after all of you. Baller.
Yep.
You are restrained.
Okay. So
you can try to escape.
Yep, that's an athletics check, is it?
Yes, you have disadvantage.
Okay. Uh, 17.
Yep. So these things come up off the ground, totally wrap you up, and you just pull them all off of you. Saphira, you're up.
Who's next in the turn order?
Saphira.
Oh, I mean after me.
Solus is.
Solus? Okay.
After you is Atticus.
Oh, okay.
But Solus isn't here at the moment.
Oh, right. Only Atticus is
Solus
here.
is not there.
Okay. I'll use my short bow and aim at the tendrils that are holding Atticus in place, and I'll try and fire it to cut them off and rescue him.
Are you sure you know what you're doing?
Okay.
I'll try and go for the thickest one that's holding it.
I'll start to sort of, hey, wait, what are you doing?
And that's a 20 to hit.
That hit.
Okay. Yeah, just to cut some of the tendrils away so that at least Atticus can escape.
Does that loosen anything?
Roll damage.
All right. 9 damage, unless I get a sneak attack, but I wouldn't be sure.
Yeah,
about
you
that.
get sneak attack.
Okay, that's an additional 5, so 14 total.
Awesome. Okay. Atticus, you're up. You've
Now, does
got
that
advantage
loosen
to get out of
enough?
this thing.
Yeah, does that loosen it enough
Yeah.
for me to be able to get out?
You have advantage on the check.
Okay, I'll do that then. Typical. What athletics was it?
Athletics, yeah.
8.
Yeah, no, so they loosen off and then wrap back around tight again. Lanthrin, you're up.
Athletic, do I have advantage, disadvantage, or nothing?
Just disadvantage.
Oh, you dick.
Or do you want to just hold your turn till I can help you?
I might, but at the same time, I feel like I'm feeling lucky, team. If this goes wrong, they'll hold it next time. Oh, nope, I shouldn't have felt lucky, guys. We got a 3.
Yeah. Okay. So, Baller and Saphira, you watch as the other two are dragged off 20 feet around the corner. At this stage, you remember that the others are close enough to hear you if you shout.
Yeah, but
They're currently very far away, but they'll be able to hear you.
Would be to admit defeat.
Well,
That is true.
I propose that Baller follows them.
Waller.
I propose Baller follows them, and I'll go back and tell the others.
I suppose.
You could just
right.
shout.
I'm running after Elanthrin, and I'm gonna grab hold and help him out.
Okay.
Or
are you going to try and get him out?
Yeah. Can I attempt to break him out?
Yes. No disadvantage. Okay. It's just a straight check.
All right. I'll do that. 14.
DC 15.
Okay.
Oh, so 15.
All right. Yeah. No, that was a miss.
Farah, what are you doing?
I'm running back towards the rest of the group at the same time yelling at them to follow me. And as soon as I spot someone following me, I'll turn back around again and chase after Baller.
Okay. Atticus, you're up.
I'm going to try see if an unbind works on this thing. While I'm like this, I'm going to try and concentrate and see if I can weaken the bonds of the vines against strength, obviously. See if it works.
Yep.
So yeah.
What's the DC?
Sorry? Oh, 13.
What's the DC? Yeah. 13. So it fails. You feel it sort of twitching, and then it comes loose and drops to the ground.
Okay.
And sort of starts to writhe around like mad. Lanthrin, you're up.
I get out of its way.
Am I up again?
Yep.
I'll just try. I'm feeling lucky. Now, guys, I then wasn't lucky again. That's a 5. Yeah, I am actually. We're going to the other two young ones.
Baller.
Yeah.
You rush up and you pull at this thing, and then Lanthrin starts wriggling around, and neither of you, because you're sort of not working together, neither of you can sort of get a grip on what this thing's doing.
Yeah.
You hear Atticus kind of humming, and then you just watch the ones fall off him, and then you watch Lanthrin just go vroom off another 25 feet around another corner around the other side of the building. Lanthrin, as you come around the corner, there the the tendril thing that's pulling you in, it goes in and underneath one of the stalactite mites on the floor, and it just reels you straight towards it. At the same time, the tendrils come up off the ground around Baller and around Atticus, and they try to wrap around you again. 11 and 12 to hit.
Nope.
I miss you both, won't they?
Yep.
Yep. And so these things are up and they're trying to get you again. And Lanthorn, they're trying to get you, that's pulling you in. And as you come around the corner, the stalactites, one of the cracks along the side of it opens out into this eyeball. And one of the other cracks opens out, and there's just this long, round line of teeth, and it just tips back, and this mouth just opens up. And the tendril pulls you right in towards itself. Does a 20-something hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. You take 22 points of piercing damage. This thing just reels you into its mouth and just crumph.
Okay, well, I'll halve it, so it's 11.
Mira, you hear Saphira screaming, help, help, follow me, it's got Lanthorn, it's got Atticus. And yeah, what are you doing?
I will use my movement and bonus action Step of the Wind. So that's a total of 80 feet of movement. Would that get me to where he is?
You could hear Lanthorn screaming, and so they've come around the long way around the building. You can see around the back of the building coming from the angle that you're at. And you can see this like wriggling and screaming going on. You are close. So one more movement and you will be engaged.
Okay. So what I'll do is I will okay, hang on. So I won't use
Solus, you're up next.
I won't move again, but I will I've got some darts that I'll throw at it, and I'll aim for the vines holding a Lanthorn. If I can.
Okay.
Okay, well that's what is that? It's +7, so 11. Does it hit?
Does not hit.
Does not hit. Okay, and the other one is a 17 +7. So those are a D4. 5 points of damage.
That's plus your dex and your proficiency?
So the darts are +7 to hit, and the damage is a 1d4 +4.
Okay.
And I rolled a 1. And yeah, okay, so that'll be my movement.
Baller.
Uh,
All of these tentacles are up and all around you.
Shit. I'm gonna try and pull the Lanthorn out.
Okay, so you move around the corner. There he is, and this almost comic-looking eyeball sort of pivots to look at you, as it's sort of just like nom 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 down on Lanthorn.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna. I can try and pull him out, eh? Or is he? Okay. Yeah, I'll do that.
DC 15.
19.
Oh.
Yep. The Lantern, you come skidding around the corner, and this thing just chomps down on you. You wriggle as best you can to avoid the worst of the bites. You can feel them bruising you through your armor, and then Baller comes sprinting around the corner. You hear this like tink tink sort of noise. You think you see it like a dart fall on the ground, and then Baller comes sprinting around the corner and just grabs you by your armor and just rips you out of this thing's mouth. Solus, you're up. You can hear. Mira has just bolted off.
So if I do a move action, can I see anything after that?
You will not be able to see it, simply because of the darkness.
How far away is it? Because there's radiating from me is 60 foot of bright light, then 60 foot of dim light.
Oh, you will be able to see it in the dim light, yes.
Okay. So I can see it. So I'm going to cast.
Yep.
What was it? Scorching Ray.
Okay.
So it's an 18 to hit.
First one just glances off the side of it and just shoom, pierces off in the distance.
So it misses.
Misses.
Okay. Oh, natural 20.
That misses. Ah, awesome.
So that is almost maximum damage. That is 23 damage. Fire damage.
Awesome. Okay.
Then a 22 to hit.
It hits.
Doing 9 points of fire damage.
This thing screeches when that second bolt hits it. Saphira, you're up. And then Atticus.
All right. I'm going to use my action to dash. I'm going to dash up to where Mira is. So it's 60 feet. And I guess I'm still too far away.
You are close enough. No, so you didn't get. So you've come in. You've seen Mira coming for you. You've turned around. So at this stage, you are far from it, and with one movement, you would get close to it.
Okay. I'll move close to it. And Lanthrum has been pulled out of the mouth now, so it's sort of there's no one sort of like directly at its mouth. I'll try and fire my short bow into its mouth. Yeah. Not as
awesome. Okay.
And I'll use one of my Ring of Tars to set the arrow on fire.
Okay.
Rolled 18 to hit.
The arrow gets right up. The arrow gets right up close to where its mouth is. It clamps its mouth shut, and it twists as it hits. And the arrow sort of glances off its hard, scaly skin and just off into the distance. Does not hit. Atticus.
So I'm back around where those things are flailing. Can I zip past them to get closer to the beastie?
Yep, you can get engaged if you like.
Yeah, I'm going to get past them to where everybody else is by the beast. And I would like to bind its eyelid closed, please.
All right.
So it can't see us. So 13 strength.
That is a 17.
Okay.
So that's a 17.
Yep, no, it fails.
Lanthrin, you're up.
I'm out. Yay. I will just try stab the fucker. Oh my god. 14 to hit?
Nope.
Okay, I'll cunning action and disengage.
Okay. Okay. The tentacles are really long. They are out and everywhere at this stage. They come up and they lash out at Saphira, at Atticus, at Lanthrin, and at Baller. So Baller.
Yep.
17 plus to hit.
Yep.
You're restrained.
Okay.
Saphira. 17 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Yep, you are restrained. Atticus, 20. You're restrained.
Yeah.
Lanthrin, 18.
Yep.
You're restrained. And this is going to be on a dice roll, so I'm not the one deciding it. It's a 3. 1, 2, 3. Atticus, it reels you in and tries to make a bite on you. So 19.
Yeah,
so you take. Yeah. You take. Oh, that's a terrible roll, which is good for you. So you take 10 points of piercing damage.
Yowza. Not too heavy.
So that is that. Mira, you're up. All its tentacles are wrapped up and around these guys.
Okay.
There are no free tentacles you can see.
No, I can see.
You can't see any free tentacles.
Okay. I'll go up to the main beast, or I'll go up to where Baller is wrapped up in the vines, and I'll punch the vines that are like leading. So if he's here wrapped up and the vine's going that way, I'll punch these bits to try and weaken
Awesome.
the grip.
Okay, roll to hit.
I'll do a punchy punchy. That's pretty good. So that's a 26. That's not so
That
good.
hits.
That's 11.
Does not hit.
So that's 4, 5. So that's 6 damage. And flurry of blows. Oh fuck! That's 2 2s. So it doesn't hit.
Oof.
But I think, let me just double check. Where is it? Where is it? Okay.
Do you have stunning strike?
I was looking at it. Yeah, I'm gonna do stunning strike because one of my things hit, so I can use a key point to make it stunned. So that's a con saving throw, DC 13.
So I got a 7.
So
Okay. It is stunned.
Nice.
Yay for the monks. Baller, this thing is stunned.
So does that mean I'm no longer restrained?
The tentacles drop off you all. You are not restrained. This thing is stunned.
Am I in the mouth?
Yeah, at the moment.
Right.
It's kind of just limp at the moment.
Right, I move in and I punch the main thing. 15.
Nope. You're catching it on it's got some really hard, scaly parts of it that are straight line.
Yeah.
That one doesn't catch.
Okay. That's it.
Solus, you're up. And Saphira.
Yeah. So I'm going to move a bit closer.
If it's stunned, attack rolls have advantage.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
You roll with advantage?
No, that's worse.
Okay. Solus. Solus. You hear me?
Yeah, I'm just working out quickly. I'm going to move a bit closer so that it's within the bright light. So I'm about 60-ish feet away from it. And
Awesome.
then I will I'm just going to scorch and raid again. It's a 20 to hit.
That hit. So that's a crit.
Oh, no, non dirty 20.
Okay. No, it's paralyzed. It's stunned, isn't it?
It's stunned.
So it counts as a crit. I said a 9. Does it count as a crit?
I'm going to double check that. I'm pretty sure it does.
Yeah. So it says, so a stunned creature is incapacitated, meaning it can't take actions or reactions. It can't move. Automatically fails strength and dex saving throws, and attack rolls against it have advantage.
Incapacitated.
Okay, so I don't think it's a crit then.
No, it's not an automatic crit. But it
So
is
what does
pretty
hold person do? Because that makes it an auto crit.
Counts as incapacitated, doesn't it? And if it's incapacitated,
Yeah, I
it's
think
crit.
incapacitated is auto crit.
It doesn't say that on mine. It just says an incapacitated creature can't take actions or reactions.
I think it might be under attack though. It's one of those like weird rules.
Yeah, it just says can't take actions or reactions.
Any attack that hit, paralyzed, it's that stunned. Incapacitated, can't take action, paralyzed. Any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature.
Oh, yeah. So I'm not within 5 feet.
But that's specifically paralyzed.
Yeah.
But
yeah, no. So it's not an auto crit. I've found the page for all the conditions. Stunned is not an auto crit.
Yeah, but then stunned turns you to incapacitated, and I thought incapacitated was the one that was the auto crit.
It's unconscious or paralyzed.
Yeah, paralyzed.
Oh, okay.
Auto crit. Yep.
Paralyzed. Oh, yeah. My second one is another dirty 20 to hit.
Yep.
So that'll be 8 damage. And then the last one.
How much was the first one?
It's 9 and then 8. And then that is a 19 to hit.
It does not hit.
Okay. So the magic number is 20, guys.
There's some magic about paralyzed, incapacitated.
Saphira. Saphira, you're up.
Okay. The eyeball, the stalactite that opened up to have an eyeball in it, is it open or closed when he's stunned?
Yep.
Open?
It's open. It's kind of just like lolling back in its head.
Actually, sorry, I was supposed to have advantage. Just quickly
yes, you were.
For that last attack. So I did hit, and I did 6 damage because I rolled higher.
Oh, thank you.
So I did 6 damage to it.
Awesome. Okay, Saphira, so what are you doing?
I'll walk over to the eyeball, and using my daggers, I will stab it twice in the eye. So one with
Saphira's really been looking forward to getting stabby.
Somebody wanted to get too close, but now it's stunned. It's a perfect opportunity. Okay, so I've got advantage for my attack. So first one. Uh, 16 to hit. Does that hit him?
Oh, nah.
No.
Its eye is sort of spasming, and as it does so, it kind of glances off.
Okay.
Does not hit.
I'll use my second dagger then. And I rolled a 14, so that's even less. Okay, so
it doesn't hit.
Not as well. All right, so I've just poked at its eye and done nothing.
Yep. Atticus, you're up.
I'm gonna try and pull myself out of its mouth.
Oh yeah, just roll out of it, man. It's not holding on to you.
Okay.
It's moaning quietly to itself, just like and you kind of just roll out of its mouth.
Does that take an action or?
No.
Okay. Now I'm trying to think. When this happened, I would have had my shield on my back and my sword probably because I wasn't expecting action. So I'm assuming I've still got my sword in its sheath.
Yeah, it's a free action to draw your sword though.
Yep, I'll draw my sword and try and stab it in the eye.
Cool. Okay.
Okay.
Everyone's standing around this eye, just trying to stab it.
Yeah.
No,
Kira, did you roll with advantage?
I got.
Yeah, I did. I just rolled terribly.
I got a 23.
That hits.
Okay. For maximum. It is. Where are we? 10 points of damage.
Oh,
take that, you bastard! Trying to eat me? God.
Yeah. Saphira is just like ramming at this eyeball, trying to stab at it, and it's just fluttering as she's going, and it's got just limestone build-up all over it. Her knife just gets hooked, and its eye gets hooked open on one of her daggers, and Atticus takes that opening just to plunge it right in, and then all the tendrils go limp at that stage, and it stops moving completely.
Give it a kick.
Good shot.
So it's dead?
It is dead.
Is it an uncommon creature?
It is uncommon. You will get uncommon items from this.
All right, let's start harvesting it.
So what's this thing called? Just for notes.
It's a roper, isn't it?
It is a roper.
Roper.
Yeah, I know a guy named Paul Roper.
Yeah, that's not a vowel you want to mix up.
Yeah.
Right.
I can help you with your rolls there, Solus.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to start by taking its eye. I don't know why, but I just feel like that's the first thing I want to take.
Probably in a bit of a mess at the moment.
So it is 21. What's the DC for harvesting?
15.
15? Okay. What else then? That's teeth?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, that's easy. It's 15. I got more than 15 on the dice. It's, I don't know what organ, like what parts of it can you guys think to harvest?
Besides its heart and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Before you go for organs, so I'm going to describe this thing again. It's about 7 foot tall. It's like a big kind of triangular thing leaned up against the building. Blends in well with the other stalagmites on the ground. It has thick, hard skin. You can go for the skin, and then it had all the tentacles. All those tentacles that are so it has 4 50-foot tentacles. That were those were the ones that were reaching out and grabbing at you.
But can we harvest those individually as the tentacles?
Yeah, they're 50 foot. So
I can go for some of that skin too. It might be useful.
Yeah. I'm just because once you start getting into organs, it gets harder. It gets harder. But if we can go for the easier stuff first, like the limbs, so go for at least try and get one tentacle, sort of.
Yeah.
Or part of a tentacle.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a 17 on the dice. So then what? We'll start going for its skin.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for its hide.
Yep, that's right.
Would it be considered hide or scales?
Hide.
Then we'll start going for it. Because there's nothing else sort of on the outside. We've got teeth, eye.
You roll it over. You roll it over, and it's got like a pseudopod sort of thing, like a slug's foot on the base of it.
Right. Take its
Pseudopod.
foot.
It's slug foot.
Yep, that's 17. So then start taking its organs. Go for its heart.
Heart, liver,
Yeah.
lungs.
I doubt
I
it would have
successfully
that.
got the heart, liver. Yep. That's
Kidneys.
Kidneys.
Would it have those?
Things got
Yeah,
to pee.
It's a
So how much is this?
It's a- it's a-
What's the increase? Because I've got to work out.
So it's +1 each time. So 16 for the first
Oh
organ.
yeah.
So you've gone for
So we went for the heart and then the
Liver.
liver. Got both of those. Then I'm
17,
onto the kidneys. So then that's fine. I got
18.
I got a 19 total. So then stomach.
Yep.
Yep, that's a 20 something. Actually, no, it was 30 something.
Yep, that's 20.
Gallbladder.
Gallbladder.
I need a new one of those.
It'll be that's rope or gallbladder. Yep.
So
Get me a new one.
21 on the dice.
Actually, what
That's
about
bang on. Yep.
What about its
now
brain?
the next one's-
It's brain.
My brain.
Yeah.
Go for brain.
It'll be a 22. That's 22.
Yeah, so I got 27. It's
Spleen.
lungs.
Oh, lungs.
What's that?
24.
No, I only got 23.
Yeah.
So that's
See
where I
that?
stopped.
What?
How much did
12.
you get, Mira? How much did you get, Mira? 12 of them.
12. Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Okay. Be an interesting thing that you decide to make out of that.
Be like a whip that grapples.
I think, yeah. I don't know.
Or something like that. Anyway.
So are we far enough into the day to do another herb search in this area?
Yes, you can.
Right.
I
guys
want
wanting
to take.
those of you who haven't had a short rest, would you like to take a short rest?
Yes, I would
please.
actually. I'd like to do a little bit of healing with my hit dice.
I'll use
No, I'm good.
I'll use the time of the short rest to look at that. The tube with the dials and the buttons.
Okay, awesome.
I didn't get to
Solus, do you want to roll for the ingredients?
Yeah, so I rolled a total of 25 for the searching.
Awesome. Okay.
So 2d6.
36.
A 4.
You find some devil's bloodleaf.
Ooh, nice.
Devil's bloodleaf. A D4's worth.
Yeah.
So, 4.
Excuse
Good
me.
rolls.
Mira,
4.
so
Yes.
you go over this thing and flick the switches and pull at the panels, and you find one panel that sort of pushes in and slides to the side, and inside is a blue-looking crystal that's loose in its holdings. You're going to just wiggle it back into its place, and a really faint light comes out of it. You kind of put the panel back where it was, you hold it out, and you kind of fiddle at the dials again.
It's a fucking lightsaber.
I was just thinking that.
It hums, and a blade comes out of it. It is about 10 to 12 inches long. Centimeters long. It's a dagger, but it's a flame blade dagger.
Ooh.
That's very cool.
Blade.
The cool thing,
dagger.
yeah.
Okay. I'll look that up. I want to know what it does.
So if you just look up flame blade.
Okay.
I think it's flame blade.
Yeah, flame blade.
Flame blade.
No, what? That's
Beyblade?
That's a spell.
Are you thinking of Sunblade?
Sunblade, yeah.
Sunblade.
Sorry, Sunblade.
Okay, yeah. Sunblade. Ooh. But instead of a longsword, it's a dagger.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. So use a bonus action to cause a blade of pure radiance to spring into existence or make the blade appear. +2 to attack and damage, which does radiant damage instead of slashing. When you hit an undead with it, that target takes an extra 1d8 radiant damage.
Nice.
Emits bright light in a 15-foot radius and dim light for another 15 feet. The light is sunlight. While the blade persists, you can use an action to expand or reduce its radius of bright and dim light by 5 feet each, to a maximum of 30 feet each. That could be really good against the vampires.
Mm.
It could be really good against the vampires.
Well, that's going to be me finished for the night. Being late now for me.
So just as we wind up, the last thing that you guys do after that sort of rest and moment to sort of chill out a bit is go through that place a wee bit more. You find in the center of this kind of little township, so to speak, another massive building. It has a dome-shaped ceiling, and the ceiling has got roof, and you can see that it's encased in lime. It's touching the roof itself. You sneak in through the front door, and in the front door, in the center of the room, there is a massive figure, and there are 4 pillars with chains coming off each pillar, and there's a massive figure standing in the center that is just chained to the spot. And there are smaller figures going around, and they are checking on the chains as they go around. I will just share the picture to the group chat, and that's where we'll finish for tonight.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Thanks.
Cool.
Alrighty, see you, team.
Oh, have a good week.
Yep, you too.
I will not be able to play again until October.
Whoa!
So on the 2nd, I got Ruby's birthday coming up. I got this and that.
I don't know if I'll be playing on the 2nd because it's my birthday, so I'll probably be drunk as fuck.
Oh, yep. No, we can put it off if you like.
Oh, no, I'll just call in. Fuck that. No one's that too.
Well, we should be able to play in person by then, I imagine.
Yeah, true. I don't know. I feel like some Aucklanders are going to give it to the rest of the country.
Honestly,
The Jeffers.
I swear, like I'm not far off. Just like segregating Auckland off the rest of New Zealand, and then
Yeah, just but now you guys get a wall. You're not allowed out anymore.
Build a wall.
We're going to build a wall and make Auckland pay for it.
Yeah, exactly.
They can
make
fucking
the North
afford it.
Island great again.
Yes.
No.
Right, very good.
All right, team. Adios.
All right.
Okay,
cheers.
Good night.
Cheers.
Thanks,
Look
guys.
forward to October.
This
Okay.
dude is super creepy.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, the